All right, we are live, guys. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. Test, test, 1, 2. Do the usual check. Make sure you guys can hear me. Make sure you guys can see me. I think we are good to go. But welcome on in, everybody. I see Michael Moyart Music. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. How's it going? Juan Jose Levy. Welcome on in. How's it going? Magical. Hello, hello. How's it going? Welcome on in, chat. How's everyone doing today? We're getting situated here. Everything is good. Hopefully, piano is mostly audible. Rubensky, welcome on in. Hello, hello. Dialga, hello, hello. Dialga themselves are just here in the chat. That's pretty crazy. You're doing absolutely fabulous. Nice. I'm glad to hear that. Me too. We've got an exciting stream today. This is going to be a new experiment. A first time we're doing something like this kind of stream. And I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be fun. And we're going to figure out the flow of it as we go. And we'll see how it all works out. Bobux, welcome on in. Hello, hello. So, what are we doing, you may ask, if the title of the streams that you are currently watching doesn't give it away, of course. We are going to be reacting to music that has been created by you guys, the community, using the Letters to Notes methodology. So I have a list of videos that people have uploaded and tagged me in, and I've been encouraging a lot of you guys recently to be like, hey, look, I want to see what other people make with the Letters to Notes methodology. And if you do, tag me in it, 'cause I want to see it, and I want to check it out and listen to it and whatnot, But I thought it'd be cool to actually do it on stream. And now I've seen one or two of these off stream before. There's one here that was posted 2 months ago that I want to feature again on this stream. But the rest of these, we have about 8 to 9 songs, maybe 10 songs, depending. I think 8 or 9 or so that we'll be trying to listen through today. And we're going to react to them. We're going to listen to them. We're going to hear how they sound. I'm going to try to analyze the songs with the Letters to Notes methodology and try to see if I can figure out the words that are being spelled out, or at least fact check them, right? So if you have a list of the words that you've made in the description, that helps a lot, of course. And that way I can see what words you're using, if it's related to the topic of what you're doing, right? But let me see. What am I thinking here? I lost my train of thought because I read chat, and then I wanted to finish my thoughts first. So I'm going to analyze the songs, and I'll pull out the piano. We're going to be kind of notating the songs a little bit and seeing, what they used and what keys they used and the choices that they made for the different notes and everything to the best of my ability and to some kind of flow to kind of keep it going throughout the stream here. So that's the kind of plan that we're doing. Anyone in chat here submit a song? Is there anyone in chat here who has tagged me in a video super recently? Press 1 in chat if you have. Press 2 if you have not. I want to see if anyone here is in the chat that has submitted some stuff. But yes, Bobux, you submitted one. Nice, great, Magical. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I'm still in hey, welcome to the stream kind of mode at the moment. So we have at least Bobux and Magical who have submitted. Char the Mander, no, but you can throw up my commission if you want. Your commission, I will say, Char, I was working on your commission today. I think it's almost done. I didn't get a chance to finish up what I wanted to do before this stream, and I was going to send it to you. But I should be able to send you something by later tonight. At the end of the stream, if we feel like we have some time, I could potentially pull up your commission and show you in real time. Not guaranteed though. We'll see. But yeah. Requiem by Mozart. Let's see. Because I barely know keys, I usually just cycle through the keys and say, oh, hey, this one sounds cool. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, this could be a cool way of when I get to your song and we listen to it and I analyze it and stuff, it'll kind of give me an opportunity to give you some notes, give you some friendly critiques, right? I doubt I'll ever say something wow, your song sucks. Don't make music. You'll never expect anything like that from me. music is all subjective, right? So there might be songs that I like, there might be songs that I don't like. I'll be honest, but I won't be like brutal, But I will take a listen to the melodies. I'll see like what choices you made in the melodies, and like if I would have done something different, or if there's something that you guys did that I'm like, wow, I really like that melody. I really liked how you made these notes flow, and you chose this octave and that that octave or this key and whatnot. Yeah, this is basically kind of a new experience. This is a new type of stream here. So I'm kind of just winging it and seeing how it goes. But I'm not sure. We'll just see how it all flows, For some reason, only when John is creating a song. You guys hear the piano, right? You guys hear the piano volume is coming through? It should be the Ableton piano coming through. I could probably raise this up a bit because we're not going to be using faintly. How's that? Is that a little better? The piano won't matter as much, but you hear piano. Okay, cool. As long as it's coming through somewhat. If I need to raise it more later, I can do so. I won't be playing the piano nearly as much today. We're not creating the music. We're just going to be listening to and reacting to the music. So here's what I'm thinking too, just to kind of wrap up the idea of everything I want to do for this stream and for these kinds of streams. I would like to make this like a monthly theme, right? Leo, welcome on in. Excited to see what you think of my song. Perfect. You came in just in time. We didn't start just yet, and I have all of the songs I'll be looking at today pulled up on tabs. So if you're in there, perfect. But so here's what I'm thinking, chat. I want to do this as like a monthly thing. I think it'll be really cool. It'll give you guys some time to like cook up some songs and post them on YouTube, or I'd probably be down for SoundCloud as well. If you don't have, if you don't want to upload to YouTube, you can always upload the songs to SoundCloud or something similar. What I'll probably do in the future is try to have some kind of like form where you actually like submit your songs, right? Because right now I just looked at like my mentions tab on YouTube, and people who have mentioned me in videos, I have pulled those up. So we'll be looking through all those who have mentioned me in videos within the last like month or two. This is kind of like because this is the first time we're doing this, I'm kind of pulling from like one or two that happened like quite a while ago. But I think in the future, what I'll probably end up doing is have some kind of like Google Form sheet that you submit. I'll probably post the form like maybe a week or a couple days prior to the stream, probably in a YouTube post or something like that. I'll have it in the description of this video as well, of like the live streams, and people could submit it, right? But that's kind of like the idea I'm thinking for future reference. I just didn't get to chance to set all that up for this time around. But here's what I would like to do. I want to figure out a way, and it's going to be chaotic for this stream, but hopefully we'll have something more organized for future streams. I would like to find a way for you guys to vote on which one was your favorite song out of all the ones we listen to within a given stream. So for today, we have about like 8 or 9 songs we'll be listening to. I want to find a way to be able to allow you guys to vote on which one you like the most. And that'll probably be something that we do like at the end of the stream. We'd be like, all right, like what do you guys, which one stood out to you the most, right? And there will be a winner at the end of a stream. Now again, this is all very like subjective, right? It's not very like, there's not going to be any hate. There's not going to be any down talking or downplay to anyone's songs. We are listening to them all equally. It's fine if you may not vibe with a certain song. There's nothing wrong with that. But we want to be kind. We want to be respectful to each other. Yeah, that's kind of the laydown of all that. And what I would like to do is the winner, however we figure out how we're voting for these songs, whether it's like the community voting or if I'm the one who ends up choosing at the end of the day, I'm not entirely sure. Again, I'm winging this on the fly at the moment. But what I would like to do is whoever we decide is the quote-unquote winner of the stream, I am going to get a screen cap of like the thumbnail of that video, and feature it in the thumbnail of this stream. So right now I have, if you look at the thumbnail of this stream, if you go to my page, it's like me sitting here like this, and there's a box. And right now I have one of the submissions that I listened to like a couple months ago when it was posted. I have that as like a placement holder at the moment. But that could change by today's like end of the stream. And so whichever one we like the most, I will grab a screenshot of like a thumbnail or like a part of that video and then feature it as like the front cover of the thumbnail of this stream. So I thought that'd be like a cool little thing that we could do. So you got like a slight little feature on the channel somehow. I mean, you're all gonna be featured just by listening through these songs, you know. Let's see. If you do end up listening to both of the songs I put in, you don't need to add the Wiggler one to the poll. The Mario Mon song is the real main event. Sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, so I think technically we have like 7 songs to get through, but I know you have 2 songs, and then there's another person, I pulled up 2 of their songs. So again, we're kind of winging it for the time being. What I would probably do in future streams is have people just submit one, right? People just submit one song, one track. But for today only, anyone that has multiple songs that they've uploaded and shared, we'll listen to both, you know. But yeah, Reed the Painter, welcome on in. Hello, hello. The Painter has arrived. Good to see you. Good to see you. Sakura, welcome on in. Hello. So yeah, that's the flow of it. Does everyone understand the objective for today? Press 1 in chat if you understand and are ready to go. Press 2 if you don't understand, or if you have any questions about what's going on, or if you have any questions about the flow of it all. Again, I'm kind of winging this, so hopefully all goes well. It's currently 2:30 p.m. I plan on streaming for at least 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours, maybe like 5:30 the latest. So I'm trying to give myself like a 2.5 hour to 3 hour window. We'll spend a couple minutes on each song. We'll do one listen through. Try not to pause the songs at all. I'd like to try to do one listen through of it all full in context. And then if we want to go back and break things down and analyze things, we can do that. I'll try not to spend too much time on each song, just so we can have enough time to get through all the songs. But again, we'll see. We'll see. This is a bit of a test run, as it is like a first time we're doing this. You know, it's the first of a series, but this is sort of like the episode 0 almost, right? That's kind of how I'm viewing it. So we got a bunch of ones in chat. You all understand the objective for today, and great. Love how we're all really small, and then there's just a massive Steelix. Yeah. DMAD's already said this before. Sorry if it looks like... No, you're fine. You're not spamming. You're good. You're good. Just want to say that I'm not going to be available till about o'clock, so would you mind not showing my song until then? I have it in a specific order. I'd potentially be open to that. I can give you a little shout in the chat if you happen to be in the chat. But and if you're not, I can delay it. I'm open to that for today. But yeah, absolutely. I will say, if you miss the VOD... Oh, hold on. We got a spammer in chat. Let's do this. Remove that. There we go. Yeah, got a spammer here. I got rid of them though. There we go. That's what I consider spamming. When you when you see something like that, I'm not sure if Twitch was able to see that. It probably happened here. You can probably see it happening there. That's what I mean when I say spamming. When someone comes in and just spams the same thing over and over again. You did see it, Reed? Okay, it was probably going nuts on the screen. That's what I usually mean by spamming. If you put a question in chat and I didn't happen to see it, and the chat, you know, is talking regularly and whatnot, and you post it again like a couple minutes later, that's totally fine. Like if you want me to see your message. I do my best to try to keep up with chat, but sometimes I miss some things, you know? But yeah, it was so fast. Like that is spamming. Like we don't want that in chat, because then it's like you're taking up space on the screen. I can't read what everyone else is saying. They're spamming some random bullshit anyway that doesn't like matter. What do they said? We are old people. I don't want anything of it. Oh, like what does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. You didn't see what happened. Don't even worry about it then. It's all good. We just ban the spammers as they come. But just right before that happened, Levy, I did see what you said though. I want to read it here. Let me see what you have here. So it says, I will add on to the one submission rule. If you have multiple songs, you could still make them and submit the one you're most proud of. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with that. You know, I'm only saying that to submit one song just to be in all fairness of everybody, right? If this ends up being like a bigger thing that happens on a monthly basis and I get like 20, 30 submissions of people wanting to, for me to react to their songs, I'm down to, you know, try to go through as many as I can. But I'd rather try to do like one song a month per person, right? That's the idea. So, you know, I don't want Levy, just using you as an example, Levy, I don't want him submitting like 3 or 4 songs and we have 3 or 4 of his songs on the queue while someone only has 1 song. And then if we don't get to all the songs by the end of the stream, then it's like, you know, we reacted to 3 of Levy's songs, but 0 of Reed the Painter's songs. You know what I mean? So I want to give everyone a somewhat equal fair chance. We should be able to get through all the songs today because, again, there's only like 7, 8, or 9 songs that we're going to get to. There are a couple duplicates of people in here, but today it's okay just because we have a low amount of songs. But yeah, we'll see how it goes as we go through these month by month, and we'll figure out the flow of it all. Probably just rage bait. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? It wasn't anything important, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so I will say the first song that we're going to get into here is one that I have reacted to on stream before. So I kind of wanted to start with something a little familiar, a little similar. I have seen this song before. It is by a user named Katarina over on YouTube. And I think someone asked earlier, where am I going to be watching these? I'll be watching these on YouTube for the most part. I highly recommend people to, here, if I do this, I highly recommend people to upload a video of your song. That way we could watch like YouTube links. I could also take these links and link them in the description after the stream. Cause I would like to, you know, like showcase you guys and feature you guys. Right. So that is the idea. I will be putting all the links in like the description of the live stream after the fact, right? Yeah, I also would be down to accept like SoundCloud links. We do have one person here who submitted a what is it called? It's a online sequencer. That's totally okay for today. I'm totally fine with that. I will say that in terms to like uploading YouTube videos. You love Katarina's songs. Will this also be members only? No. I am going to leave these publicly. These are going to stay public. If I leave them as members only, I feel like it almost defeats the purpose of like featuring you guys on like to the interwebs into YouTube and stuff, right? Members only streams, the content at the moment is just like the live process of me creating my own songs, right? But by the end of the stream, no, this will stay public. So you guys can go back to the stream. You can see, if you missed the stream and you submitted a song, you can go back and catch it, you know, catch my reaction to it without having to become a member. So these will not become members only things. So don't worry about that. These will stay public to everybody.
Activate Windows.
Activate Windows. There we go. Sorry. Get the shenanigans out now before we get into the reactions of stuff. How's it going, Starry? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. But yeah. You just saw this one the other day. Perfect. So it seems like you guys are, some of you may be familiar. We're changing the typings of the streams. There you go. But yeah, some of you might be familiar with this already because we have reacted to this one before. Again, this is day 0 of this kind of stream, so I wanted to throw a couple that I've, know of. But if you haven't seen this, I really wanted to feature it because I want you guys to listen to it. So this YouTube channel is called, the name Katarina, and this video is the Santaloon Shutterbug, which is, I think, the name of the song that they named it, Santaloon Shutterbug. This is an original battle theme for Gym Leader Viola, which is from the Pokemon X and Y games, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, Kalos, X and Y. Pretty sure it's X and Y. Hold on, we got another spammer. We got someone spamming here. There we go, spammer. There we go. Gone. Be gone, spammer. Stop spamming. Spammer, no spamming. Get old Dora the Explorer on them. Took me so long to realize that she's a bug gym because Viola's a shutter bug. Yeah, isn't that cool? It's a combination of like she's holding the camera, so it's like shutter bug. Yep. But okay, let's take a listen to Katarina's song called Santaloon Shutterbug. Here we go. It's muted. Hold on. Sorry. What a great start. Let me unmute the tab. That would help. Unmute the tab there. There we go. So I'm actually going to put on closed captioning on too, because she actually does add some text with the closed captioning. So here we go. First song. So we spell out Viola twice, and then bug a couple times. Very, very cool. This is in the key of D major, although I think it changed keys here. Got the city motif in there. I like the rhythm of Gym Leader. They also use a viola instrument as they're spelling out Viola. And a cool utilization of bug there. Love the little... Oh. Now we're kind of like in a 3-4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, the camera sound effect. I forgot about that. This is cute. I really like this a lot. It has a very, like, first Gym Leader kind of vibe, you know? It's groovy. Key change there, too. Yeah, I think it's that they use the sound font from X and Y. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I believe that is what they did. Groovy bass line. Back into that 3-4 or 6-8 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we just kind of loop. I love that they put my stuff in their video. They shouldn't have done that. These like end credits, you can click on Badgebound Kanto and everything. Nice. Well, that was our first song. That was Katarina's Santaloon Shutterbug. I love this one. I think it's so good. It's so catchy. It's so like whimsical. It's in the key of D major. It sounds like. Viola. Kind of like that, right? Yeah, it was very sweet. Something I want to point out that was really cool is the utilization of bug. So what's really cool about Katarina, and I don't expect this from everybody, right? But Katarina actually got to, edit the whole piano letters to notes methodology on screen. So for future submissions, that's not a requirement at all. You can literally just upload your song and have a still image. That's totally fine. I'm not expecting anyone to do the video editing of having a piano with the letters and highlighting the notes, right? That's a lot of work. I would know. I do it a bunch. But so if you had that thought, don't worry about it. That's not a requirement for these streams and for these live reactions. As long as you just purely upload the song somewhere as a video, it just makes it easier as you just have a still image if you want. Yeah, that's totally fine. But what is cool is that when we do get to see the letters happening here, and even though we're in the key of D, right? And sometimes what I like to do is kind of stick to the key when it comes to the letters to notes methodology. And so like V is always going to be the letter A, I is always going to be the letter B, right? But for Bug, what she did was she did B, F sharp, G. Even though G and U are on the same key, the letters to notes methodology is more of like a guideline. Like you have the general concept of like you can put a word in and create a melody, but it still technically works because G flat is the same as F sharp. So this black key of F sharp you could use it as both F and G, right? There's no rules really when it comes to that. Aside from like, if you're playing an E flat and trying to say that's like G, like that doesn't really make sense. But for all the keys that are around the G key, like you can use it. G, G sharp, G flat. If you really want to go crazy, you could do G double sharp if you want to argue that, or G double flat. So you technically have like 5 notes that you could technically play with, but I like to kind of stick to the main key, or maybe like the sharp and flat above and below it. So it's really cool. So basically, instead of it being like B-U-G, like Bug, like my Bugsy one, right? Right? So instead of doing B-U-G, they did B, F sharp, G. Very, very creative. I think that was super cool. I just noticed she used G natural and G sharp for Bug. Yeah. Opposite. G flat, technically, and then G natural. So B, G flat, G. So check it out. I'll play it again so you can see the visualization of it. Very cool. Bugsy returns. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Sounds like they go to A flat. So we're in D. C sharp actually, and then D sharp. Yeah, they basically do a key change there. They do a key change with like the gym leader motif, but that's pretty cool. I like this one a lot. I don't think I'll do like ratings or anything like that. Just giving my general thoughts on the songs, pretty much. And yeah, I love their utilization of like the violin or viola sound when they're actually playing the viola motif, right? So super cute, super cute. I listened to this one too, the waltzy Surskit Masquerade part's so catchy. Yeah, that's so creative, right? So again, with creating music, you don't ever have to stick to one time signature. A lot of music often does that. You stay in 4/4, you stay in 3/4. But if you're someone who can kind of change around the time signatures to make your song a little bit more like creative and add some fluff to it, it's really, really cool. And so Katarina did an amazing job utilizing different time signatures and different keys and everything. It's really, really cool. But yeah, completely forgot about this poll. Let me see. This makes me wonder what your rendition of viola will be like. Yeah, honestly, I gotta be honest. This would be a tough competition to face up against because I really, really like how Katarina made this song. Would be surprised if I took a little bit of inspiration from the song, you know. And what's cool about Katarina too is that she actually added some closed caption, what do you call it? Like text here. So even though the video itself is just song, she took the time to like talk about her song while it's playing. So if you put on the closed captioning on, it says, "Oh, you're actually reading. Cool." I wanted this part to sound kind of like skittering, I suppose, and a bit silly. Bug Pokemon are silly little guys, right? Usually. So it's super cool. I highly recommend checking this video out and reading through the closed captioning yourself. But yeah. All right. Second song we have here is by a channel named Barkey's Audio... Barkey? I think it's the Barkey's Audio Archive. How It Feels to Be Angry. It is a Wiggler original battle theme for Paper Mario Star Nova. I don't think I know of this. I'm assuming it's a Paper Mario like mod, right? Do we have Barkey in the chat? Is Barkey here? I think, was that Leo in chat? Hopefully that was the same person, I'm pretty sure. I think they're in chat. Sorry says, What are you hmming about? You're here. Great, you're here. So let's see. The description here says, an alternative battle theme I wrote for the Chapter 2 mini-boss in Nicktoob's ROM hack Paper Mario Star Nova. The Wiggler boss fight is so creative, and I felt it deserved more than just the base enemy song playing behind it. So I opened up my DAW, loaded the Paper Mario sound font, and employed Elementality Studios' Let Us Know methodology to make one. Oh, and perfect. Look, you put the words here too. So this is an example where I think it's just like a boss fight, like of just the actual boss fight here. But I used the words Wiggler, Flutter, Poison, Jump, Flower, and Caterpillar to piece together the melody for this song. This is the first time I've composed anything polka adjacent, so I took some cues from M&S 2012's rendition of Sicko's Post. I don't believe I know the song. I'm not familiar. I hope you enjoy, and let me know what other characters you think you should get their own themes in this style. Hell yeah. Good stuff. So let's take a listen. You guys ready? You guys ready for song number 2 here? How It Feels to Be Angry, Wiggler original battle theme, Paper Mario Star Nova. You're ready. Let's do this. Let's check it out. It's about 1 minute and 55 seconds long. Whoa. Yeah, it's polka right off the bat. Okay. E minor. Ooh. Okay. I feel like it fits. Wiggler. Oh, now we're like, it feels like a march with like the crashes. Oh, okay. Kind of grooving with the bass a little bit. It has like a ska vibe to it too, a little bit. It's like a little bit of ska. Polka and ska are somewhat adjacent with styles. It sounds like we've looped. Oh no, I think we're just jamming for now. Which is fine. Oh, that's a cool melody. I like that a lot. Nice. Different instruments taking the melodies too, which is cool. This fits very well. We are number 1. That's the vibe. Yes, I was like, it does sound familiar. It sounds like something. Oh, very, very abrupt ending. But that was cool, though. I dig it. I like the... we're in E minor, right? So we would do Wiggler. Wiggler would be W-I-G-G, right? Is it 2 G's for Wiggler? Yeah. W-I-G-G-L-E-R. They do D sharp there. L-E-R. We kind of do more of like a, the typical like B major, like 5 major chord there. Kind of like that, right? So we have like a... They probably don't even do the D chord there. I think they go... like that. And then, is it Flutter that you do alongside Wiggler? And then... yeah, F, L, U, T T E R. Ba ba da ba ba da. F-L-U-T-T-E-R. Like that. That's really, really cool. Let me hear that again from the beginning. Now that we've listened to it once through, we'll pause around and take a listen. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Nice. And then that goes into like a A minor. Right, into like... I can't play polka. It's E minor, I think. And then to, which sounded like C. And then to that B chord again. Same repeat. A minor, E. Actually, so it sounds like A minor still. Ba-da-ba. That's a great way. That is a great way to repeat a chorus and add something a little different, right? So we had the original chorus of just like, you know, typical like polka kind of vibe, right? Like we're vibing, right? But then when we come back with the chorus, we have like the crashes, like how it feels to be angry. So it's like Wiggler's getting angrier and angrier throughout the song, and we get these crashes happening, and it's great way to add just a little bit more variety to the chorus. I like this. We got kind of like a little musical break. This is good. The skolka, oh my god, ska, polska, skalka. Polka ska. I love it. You get Jevil dance vibes from it? Yeah, I do too. I could see that. Leo, I think you did say something here. This is actually the third song I've written to act as an alternate theme for this game. I did one for the first chapter boss and one for the mini bosses in chapter 4 too. Nice, that's awesome. Very, very cool. Paper Mario 64 especially is also like one of my all-time favorite games. So just the whole Paper Mario aesthetic is really, really cool. Nice. Great job, Leo. That was awesome. That sounded great. I like that one a lot. Let me see. There was a part here I just want to hear. It sounded like there was a lot going on, but I wanted to... No, not there. It's like when the crashes came in. This is cool. Oh, no, that's it. I heard that. But I think as I was talking, it sounded like there was like some clashing notes happening there, but it's not at all. It's totally fine. There's like a third. Ba, ba, ba. Cause you got like the right, but then I hear like that E in there. Something like that. But nice, good job. That's awesome. Clap, clap, clap. What's next, boss man? We'll see in just a second here. I'm going to like, and I'm gonna subscribe to your channel too. I'll subscribe to your channel. Awesome. Oh, look at that. Got a little comment there. Very, very nice. I had to look up Star Nova. I wonder what it added in. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with like Paper Mario mods. I've seen one that was like a roguelike. I forget what it was called though. It was basically like the Pit of 100 Trials, but it was all like a roguelike experience. But it's all Paper Mario stuff, you know. I'm gonna have to get going somewhere soon. I'll let you know when in case you need to wait to play it. Sounds good. Sounds good. Next up, we actually have DMADS. DMADS is next. I have DMADS here. So I decided this was the easiest way for me to send it to you. Here's the link to the bare bones version of Truly Skilled. Tower of Trials, Infinite Pit, something like that. Yeah. Hello, you were here. Can you remind me? So I pulled up your online sequencer here. Can you remind me who this battle theme is for? Because I remember you wanted to show this to me at a previous stream a while ago, and I was like, if I have time at the end of the stream, we'll react to it. If not, we'll get to it at some point. And here we are. This is us finally getting to check it out. This is not the updated version. It was for Karen. Oh, okay. Would you prefer me to listen to the updated version? If I go to your username here, I'm down to check out the updated version if you prefer. Truly skilled baseline version, truly skilled bare bones, truly skilled. So baseline version probably. Is this the one? Ba 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 ba. Feel free to let me know if this is the correct one. I think so. It looked like you had 2 others there. Some other songs that you've been making. If you have the chance to play Star Nova, 100% check it out. It's a bit shorter than the vanilla game, but it's a fun story hack with some great characters and mechanics and truly breathtaking visuals. Hell yeah! If I ever get around to doing like Paper Mario mods, I'd be interesting to check it out. There's a playlist. It will be the one in there. Okay, let me see. We're not going to go through the playlist for the time being. We could always come back to another one. Playlist of the things for the stream to listen to. Here you go. Path of the Goose and Truly Skilled baseline version. We're going to listen to one for now. We're going to move on to see other submissions. But we probably have time at the end to react to another one. So I could probably react to the Path of the Goose at the end. But we'll listen to maybe a Truly Skilled baseline version. Oops. First. Yeah, let's do Truly Skilled first. But then we can listen to... We'll probably have time for Path of the Goose later. I just want to make sure I get to the other user submitted ones first, you know. How do I go back? So you said this was a battle theme for Karen, right? I believe that's what you said. Not the updated version, but it's for Karen. So this is DMAD's version of Karen's battle theme called Truly Skilled. All right, let's check it out. I just want to go... Can I go back? That's good enough. Oh, right here. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Creepy, like, diminished chord. Okay. Got, like, the B diminished chord there. I like that. That's pretty cool. I like the repetition of that. It's very, very cool. I'm curious as to what melodies are being played there. I can analyze it in a bit here. Nice little chromatic. Whoa! Much loud. I think the on first impression, I think the chords are a little overpowering the melody. I don't know if like how well you can balance the volumes of the instruments. The chords seem a little like they're too much in front at the moment. Okay, got some. I feel like this would be like a harpsichord or like organ part. It just gets like so much louder. Ooh, nice ending. I love that melody. That's super cool. So you're doing D-A-R-K, D-A-R-K, and then Karen, K-A-R-E-N. Very cool. That's really cool, like, what do you call it? Like, chord happening there, you know? I think, so what chords do you have going on here? You got G, B, D. So you're starting on a G chord. G, A, G, A, G. Oh, interesting. So you actually have, you have BDF. Whoa! We'll get to that later. So we have BDF. So you have like the chords, you have the strings doing like BDF, and then you have a bass chord going on the bottom of it like this. So you kind of have like a G7 chord happening there. Okay. Interesting. It's interesting because the B diminished chord makes it really sound kind of spooky because it's like a different instrumentation being used compared to like the like those bass chords on the bottom, like the piano, like that. The length of the note doesn't affect vibraphone chords. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I see. Oh, I was hoping, I imagine I can't do that. I was hoping I could like maybe click on one and hear like that note, but I'm not in like the editor, I suppose. Nice. I wanna take a listen to some of these melodies here. Do. So you have, let me zoom in on here, since you got the notes there. You have A sharp, G, D, G, A sharp, G sharp. A sharp, G. Is that supposed to be indigo? Was that meant to be indigo? Oh, indigo elite 4. Gotcha. I think you might have swapped the A sharp and the G sharp around, because it looks like you're spelling I-N-D-I. Or the I would be the B flat instead. So it'd be like that, because you have a G where the I should probably be for di. Like that second G should be a B flat if you're trying to spell indigo. And then A sharp and G sharp should be swapped if you're trying to do G-O. It's like G-A. But you have A sharp, G sharp. That's all good. It's not a... You think you did it wrong, though. Yeah, no worries. Honestly, again, you can say that you used indigo as, like, the inspiration, and then was just like, but I feel like doing these notes, so it doesn't, like, really matter. Like, it's kind of like indigo, but not, like, quite, you know? So it's really just up to your, like, whatever it is you are trying to do, right? If it's like, oh, I used indigo as, like, the inspiration for the word, but I liked this combination of notes better, that's totally fine. You can totally do that. You don't have to stick to the letters to notes methodology. But if you were trying to spell out indigo, then yeah, some of the notes might need to be, like, changed or swapped around. But that's, again, whatever you want to do. Okay, so then you have D. So you did indigo, and then D. Yeah, it would probably be E, though, right? If you're trying to do Elite 4, E-L-I-T-E. It looks like you are close. It looks like you shifted down the notes instead. You did D, D, A sharp, F, D. So all the D's there for Elite should be an E instead of a D, if you're sticking to letters to notes methodology, right? But I think the rhythm for it is pretty cool, though. I feel like I could picture this melody being like an organ kind of sound, right? With the way you're kind of doing the rhythms of the melody, I feel like I could see like some kind of organ sound being held down, and it's still like something like really creepy, especially since we're dealing with like a dark type trainer like Karen. But yeah, very nice, very, very cool. One thing I would say too, I don't know how much you can put like drums into this song, because I see that you have like a like this F sharp key is kind of like a it's just sort of like repeating like right. It's just kind of like a constant like a constant like little shaker and stuff, right? And that's like again, that's totally fine. If I had to give like a little tip for like advice with like songwriting and stuff, see if you can figure out like different rhythms with like percussive instruments to try to like accent some of the melody stuff, because then I think that really drives in like a part, you know. Probably not like the dark melody. I think this works pretty fine. Like this one could be like da 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 da, right? You can do like da 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 da. You could like accent little things there in that melody. Yeah, so that'd be like one piece of advice I could potentially offer. I know I said one piece. My wife just turned like one piece. Fair warning for later. The Path of the Goose is very grating. Also, thank you for the constructive criticism. Yeah, no problem. If you have any like additional questions while we have it up here. You're welcome to ask while we still have you up for another minute or two here. But pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. It's a pretty good start. I would definitely say just for balancing as well. Again, I've never worked with online sequencers, so I don't know how how it works to create a song. I'm not familiar with it at all. I would bring the strings down a little bit. And have the melody come out slightly more. And you could also like change up the melody with a different instrument, right? You can have one instrument play this melody and another instrument play a different part of the song to kind of like change up like the feeling of it a little bit more. Yeah, I would definitely bring down the strings a little bit because they sound a little overpowering. I think it works with the chords that you're playing below it too. But because it's like such a more like overpowering sound than everything else, it makes it sound a little bit more dissonant. But I think if you find some kind of like good audio balancing, it'll come out a lot even better, you know. I may step out at any given time, but I will go back to the VOD. Yeah, absolutely. Again, these VODs will be public. These will not become members only things, so you don't have to worry about that at all. So if anyone needs to leave, step out for a bit, you could always tune back to the stream after, once the stream is done, and check out the VOD. All I'd like to say is this is my first attempt at music writing. Hey, nice. Everyone give round of applause for DMAD's first attempt at making a song. And it sounds cool. It sounds cool. I dig it. I dig it. But yeah, those are just my little tips. Work on the audio balancing. Again, add some like drums, percussive stuff. I think there could be some really cool like percussive beats that you do here. If online sequencer allows it, I don't know the boundaries of online sequencer, but yeah, solid first attempt at creating a song. I dig it. Good stuff. Now, the moment you guys have all been waiting for. The typical part of the stream where we take a bathroom break. I know all of you are so excited to see me go for a bathroom break. But let me run to the bathroom real quick, grab some water, and then we will continue on with the songs. I will be right back. Oh, hold on. I don't know if you saw my earlier message, but I have to get going now. I'll let you know when I'm back. All right, sounds good, Bobix. I think we have Izumi up next. Izumi is on deck right now. So if Izumi's in the chat, cool. If not, no worries. Like we'll continue onwards. But if we see Bobix, we'll probably try to delay that if you're gonna try to come back later. I'd be fine with that. But let me go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. We are back. Piss counter increases by 1. What are we at? What are we at on Twitch? Welcome back. Thank you. On Twitch, the bathroom command, it says Elementality has gone to the bathroom 90 times. We're almost at triple digits. 10 more times. Give me like 2 more streams and we'll hit triple digits. I feel like there should be a bathroom break motif. Oh my god. Reed, that's a great idea actually. I might consider that. That's really funny. Yeah, when's this one hitting YouTube so I don't have to only listen to Brazilian Flower when I take a leak? Oh, you mean like my Be Right Back music? You want my Be Right Back music to hit YouTube? Inevitable, inexorable. The march of time is marked by John's bathroom breaks. He's keeping entropy at bay. Oh my god. I feel like I need to put like a like some kind of ad or something during the Be Right Back to be like, hey, you can commission me to make music for you, or hey, go download my music off of Bandcamp. You can support me directly. It allows me to do this continuously. There's an exclamation point website. Is there an exclamation point Bandcamp, Starry? Over on Twitch? I forget if I have a Bandcamp Bandcamp with a P at the end. Bandcamp, like this. Oh, there is. Yes. Listen to and download my music on Bandcamp. Perfect. That's cool. I need to be able to set up those commands for YouTube as well. I'll probably do that at some point. Okay, so Izumi says, by the way, I don't have any app to do background music, so it's very bland. I wanted to add marimba and flute, which I started working on, but I'm not good at those instruments. Gotcha. Hey, no worries. We are going to get to your song in just a second here. Haru says, what's the background music? It's Paper Mario. So, no, this current background music is all original music that I have created that is mainly for, like, my live streams. Like, you don't find this on an album or anything. This is literally, you only find this. Actually, you might be able to find this on Bandcamp. I forget if it's public still or not. But it's under my band's Bandcamp. Pretty sure that's up there. So I think you technically could download this song. It does sound Paper Mario-ish. Hey, you know what? I take that as a compliment. Yeah, I guess this like jungle thing, it has like a very like Yoshi's Village. I forget what that jungle's called in Paper Mario. But the one in Chapter 5 with like the Yoshi Village and all on that. I could see this being like fitting for that. Nice, yeah, I take that as a compliment. Ba-bum. Very good at making your own music. I appreciate it. Thank you. This does not use the letters to notes methodology. This was before then. The Be Right Back uses letters to notes. This song currently does not use letters to notes. This is just my own original stuff. It was way before I created the letters to notes methodology. So yeah, I can create music that doesn't utilize LTN. But a lot of my music nowadays does, as you guys know and see. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's continue. Let's switch to the game here. Let's switch to the screen here. Next up, we have Izumi Miyamura. It is Wallace song. Letters to Notes methodology, custom song. Do we have anything in description? Just Elementality Studios. I hope you like it. Great. Question to both chats. Does anyone know who America Wizard is? I don't believe so. I don't know. Hatsune Miku? This is not Hatsune Miku. This is Wallace. This is Wallace from Pokemon. So taking a look at the layout here before... Oh, we got a comment here. Izumi says, I got kind of lazy repeating the captions on the words that we're playing because I didn't want to miss a lot of the live stream I was watching. Sorry, guys. Hey, you know what? The fact that you uploaded is still great. You might have half-assed the video, maybe, but I respect that you still uploaded it. Regardless, you still put it out there. We'll get to take a listen to it, and we'll critique it. We'll give you some tips and advice. And yeah, but yeah, look at this. I love your attempt at trying to recreate the letters to notes methodology there on the side. Looks like you have a piano down here. Actually, you have a lot of letters. You have like G, H, J, K, L, Z, X, C, V. It looks like you have a lot of like a typing keyboard on the piano. Interesting. Maybe you did like a different interpretation of the methodology. We'll see. You wanted to see Koga's live stream, I see. Hey, we respect the hustle. Exactly. It's computer friendly. Okay. Cool. So let's check this out. This is Wallace Song by Izumi. Here we go. Ooh, that's pretty. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Okay. Ba, ba, dun, ta, ta, dun, ta, 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 ta. Sutopolis City. Ooh. Oh, that was City, and then that's Gym Leader badge. Okay. Oh no, that's Gym Leader. Rain badge. And then Wallace after that. I see. Okay. Spells Wallace right. I like that interpretation of water. That's cool. Names repeating. Love Disc, Wish Cash. Okay. Very soothing. So it's very like you have the ideas for the melodies. Obviously there's like no chords, you don't have any other instruments here. It's just piano only. Or just like melody only. And the whole song repeats. Cool. We'll keep it going. See if there's any additional parts here. Gives us another chance to listen through it more. I like Wallace and I like Water. I like those two a lot. Ba da 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 da. Right, and then I don't. Right there, I would say. And back to Wallace. Wallace Water there. Yeah, that was Rain Badge Wallace that you did in that one section. I would say I think Rain Badge could be probably changed a little bit for the melody. We'll get to it in a second. I'm just listening to. It is very soothing. Very nice, very nice. So, let's analyze this a little bit more. So you have, obviously, it's all just melodies, right? There's no chords, there's no other instruments, and that's okay. You have like ideas down for this. Wallace and Water, chef's kiss. Sounds great. I love the da 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 da. It's very, very soothing. And then Water, ba 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 ba. I love that movement. Ba ba da da da. Normally, when I do Water for like Misty, have I done another Water character yet? No, I don't think I have. I think Misty's the only one that has the water motif currently. Normally, I go da 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 da, right, going down like that. There's like a nice flow of the notes, like kind of flowing down, so it has this sort of feeling of like rushing water, like flowing water, like, right? It kind of gives that impersonation of like flowing down. But you actually chose to opt to like B, A, and then up to F sharp, E, D, which is still really, really cool. I think going from A to F sharp has a really nice like harmony going on there. So making that jump to, what is that, a major six interval there. Da 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 da. It's very, very melodic. So I think that is solid. I can't even play it. So very, very cool. I think that is definitely the highlight of the song. So if we look at Sootopolis City here, so right there is interesting. I think you were kind of mimicking what I did for Cascade. That D sharp there is technically in a different key from what you were currently in. You were kind of in the key of A major. If I could play A major. You have the sort of like this D sharp key, and it could sound a little clashing, but it might just depend on the chord that you decide to play there. I would probably recommend sticking to D. So you're doing S-C-I-T-Y to kind of stick into the A minor key, the A major key. Right? Because that sounds really nice like that. But if you get fancy with it, like you could probably do something like, you can still put that B major chord. So while that note might sound off at first, especially because we just have a melody here, that's what my ear picked up at first. Like, it really stood out to me because it was like D sharp's not necessarily in the key of A major. But music is really cool because you can learn all the things about music and then decide to break everything about it. You don't have to stick to the rules of music. You could literally play whatever you want, whatever chords, whatever. It's, music is very subjective. Music is very open interpretation, right? So I think what could be really cool there is if you added like a B major chord on top of that city motif, right? Like ba 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 ba, and then you can do like da 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 to gym leader. So it's very, very cool. There's a lot of stuff you could do with that. But hey, listen. Round of applause for Izumi. Again, props for you to still uploading. You were like, I kind of half-assed the video. I kind of stopped editing halfway. I wanted to tune into the live stream, which I appreciate. I do appreciate that. But yeah, great. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wallace Water, that was like my favorite part for sure. It was very, very beautiful. Might have to think about that whenever I get to Wallace and see how see how I interpret that melody. Might end up being something similar to yours, but yeah, you did a great job. Very, very nice. Aratelia VT, welcome on in. Hello, hello. Boop. Felt like booping you. Good job, Izu. Yeah, very nice, very nice. I will give that a like. We'll give that a like. Okay, next up, we have Cool Dragon Name. Cool Dragon Name. Here's a random song I made in FL Studio. It looks like it's called Natural State. Cool Dragon Name. I made this. Okay. Let me look at the description here. It says, wow, it's been 9 months since I last uploaded. I low-key forgot this channel even existed. Anyway, I was messing around with FL Studio and I made this song that surprisingly slaps. Trivia. This was originally supposed to be an OG Pokemon battle theme for Drake, the final member of the Elite Four in Hoenn, but eventually just evolved into its own thing. I was trying to use the Letter Snows methodology from yours truly. Shout out to him, by the way. He makes awesome music. That's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you. To make it as well, especially in the main melody of the song. I think I'll make more music solely because this was really fun. Hell yeah, that's great. That's awesome. We do have a comment here from them too, like they comment on the video. By the way, this is the first real song I've ever made. LMAO. Also, feel free to note any criticisms you have of the song. Hey, this is what we're doing. We're reacting to these songs, and we're taking a listen, and people are pointing out what they like about the tracks. Cool makes me think of making themes for each contest category. Ooh, I mean, you could do that. You could do that. All right, let's take a listen to. Oh, hold on. We're changing to a dragon stream here. Buki changing the overlay. Are you changing this one too? Are we doing dragon? This is like dragon ice, I think. Ooh, dragon flying. Okay, dragon flying type. I like it. I like it. All right, so let's listen to this next song here. Natural State by Cool Dragon Name. All right, here we go. Let's do this. It sounds like Megalovania at first. Okay. I like the background too. It looks very like snake-like, but they're not actually snakes. It's just like a pattern. Yeah, the background is pretty cool too. Ooh, bass, kind of doing like that like acidy bass kind of sound in the background. Okay. Okay. B flat. B major. Oh, cool. Maybe B minor, actually. Cool, interesting little chord there. Very groovy melody. And he's switching different octaves and stuff, too. Oh, hell yeah. That was groovy. That was awesome. I assume that's it right there, right? Yeah. No little extra surprises there. Immediately, first three notes. I was like, that's just Sans. That was literally Megalovania. The same exact notes. He just doesn't do the double D at the bottom. Ba 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 ba. He just goes ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Something like that. Do 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 do. Something like that. Nice. Classic, like 5-6-5 chord progression, you know. I don't know if we're allowed to pick favorites, but so I am going to be asking you guys at the end of the stream what song was your favorite out of all of them, and the reward for whoever wins the live stream, and this, you know, it's friendly competition, right? I will be taking a screenshot of their video and having it be featured on the thumbnail of the stream. So if you look at the thumbnail of the stream currently, it's like me posing like this, like listening, and there's a box. And right now I have like a placeholder of the very first song we listened to. But at the end of the stream, I'm going to update that live stream thumbnail with the thumbnail. And we'll briefly go through all the tracks again when we at the end of the stream. So if you don't remember them at the moment, that's totally fine. We'll just quickly look at, be like, you know, let's play like a couple seconds of this one, couple of seconds of this one, and we'll listen to all of them again. And we can somehow determine what was like the favorite of the stream. And that doesn't mean if I'll throw this out here now before we continue analyzing this. If your song doesn't quote unquote win, that doesn't mean your song was bad. It just means someone there was just a fan favorite, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But I like to throw a little bit of competition, you know. So it's pretty low stakes. It's not like if you win, you get like a trip to Hawaii or something, funded by Elementality Studios. It's not like if you lose, it's like people are not going to listen to your music or anything, you know. It's very loose. This is also the first time I'm doing this, so we're kind of going to see how the flow of this goes, you know. But yeah, that's just the thought I had. So winner gets to be featured in the thumbnail of the stream to sort of what do you call it? Summarize the victor of that current stream, you know. So we'll see. If you lose, you should win a trip to Hawaii. If you lose. Very, very groovy. Did they say this was their first time making a song, too? This is the first real song I've ever made. So groovy. I would say my one critique is that I think I wish the drums went a little harder, especially like midway through the song. Here, check this out, Wait, but oh, yeah, right there. Hold on. I do have Ableton up right now. Check this out. Let me get my Arizona kit going. Right? So, especially right there. And they do pick it up here. They do pick it up here a little bit with their drums. Right? I feel like there could be a lot of like crazier drums happening here. But it's still pretty cool. It's again not a bad thing that there aren't. This is just like my interpretation of the songs and like what I personally would probably add to these and whatnot. So actually, I'm pretty sure that main riff spells out Drake as well. If we were to analyze that main riff, does it spell out Drake Dragon? So it's like D, R, right? If we were to look at the letter sounds methodology here, like this, D, R. He's doing octaves. D, R, A, and then he's doing K, E, which is D, E. Like that. And then Dragon would be D-R-A-G-O-N. Is that what he's doing? Let me see. He does something different there. So it actually starts to spell. It starts to spell dragon. I don't think it's an exact notation of it because it looks like he did D-R-A-K-E. Then he did D-R-A-G, and then he went down. But this is like the. Unless he did A sharp. Oh yeah, he's doing A sharp for O in dragon. Like that. Never mind, it does spell dragon. It does spell dragon. They're taking the creative liberty to take the A and making it sharp on that one note. So yeah, that spells Drake Dragon. Something like that. Dude, hell yeah. That was pretty groovy. I think my other piece of advice for this song. Let me kind of skip around a bit here. Right here. I want to hear. Okay. No, that's the same there. Maybe some slight variations there, which is cool. Right, the different chord progressions. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So I'm actually torn on what I was about to say. Let me just listen a little more. Yeah. So. What I was going to say is that the entire song is the Drake Dragon motif, right? And so it seems like they opted to not really use any other words, which is fine. You know, you can write a song that's just this, and then you can make whatever you want around that. I would say that the Drake Dragon riff is a little repetitive, but at the same time, they did do some different sections, even though that riff is still playing. Like, they did some, like... Right, and then there's like the section where it goes like, right, and then they went boom to the B here. Very, I think the song is inspired by Megalovania because this chord also happens in Megalovania too. And so whatever. So it's cool. They took the same riff. And if they played the same chord progression over and over again, then it would probably get a little stale, I would say. Even though it's such a groovy thing, eventually it's like if you hear the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, it gets a little stale to the ear. So by changing up like your chord progressions or your melodies a little bit, adds like some freshness to the song. And so what they really decided to do here is like change the way that the drums happen, change some of the chord progressions here and there. So I actually think it's okay. I think I personally probably would have added like maybe at least another extra melody in here somewhere to change up what is happening. But, you know, that's not necessary. You can take the same riff and play it over and over again. A lot of, like, electronic music's like that sometimes. EDM music is kind of like that sometimes. Hip-hop rap music is sometimes like that, where it's, like, kind of like a continuous beat, especially for something that's not, like, maybe vocal heavy, right? If it's just, like, sort of an instrumental thing. A lot of EDM music is kind of like that. You hear, like, the same beat, and it's, like, the same chord progressions over. But the beat will change differently. Sometimes the beat will kind of come down and then it'll kind of build up even though the chords are the same the entire time. So you can still add a lot of dynamic to a song by just repeating the same thing over and over again, but changing just little things like the drums and like percussive stuff happening around. But yeah, this was a solid one. This is very, very solid. I like the instrumentation. I like that it still uses Letters to Notes methodology, still uses Dragon Drake in it. So it's very, very good. But yeah, round of applause to Cool Dragon Name. I will give this a like. It proves a like for me. Very, very nice. Next up, we have a song called Hate, AM's Battle Theme, Letters to Notes methodology. Let's check it out. Awesome work, Cool Dragon. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff to Cool Dragon. Cool Dragon Name. And again, if you liked any of these videos and any of these songs, at the end of the stream, I plan on taking all these and linking it in the live stream. So I highly recommend after the live is done, give me a couple minutes to do it. It's not going to be members only. It'll still stay as public. But I would check the description of this live stream, and you can I'll link all these songs in the description. And then you get to, you can go here directly and be like, hey, we heard this song during the live stream. It sounded great. You could add your own comments and stuff. Yeah. Is this going to be AM's monologue? So I don't know what this is. Hate, a theme made using AM's monologue. So let's see. This song was inspired by Letter to Notes methodology coined by E Studios. Definitely go check out his channel. The song is made using AM's names, his infamous monologue, his Latin motto, and the title of the book he's from. IHNMAIMS by Harlan Ellison. Have you heard of that artist at all? No? I don't know what that IHNM Einmaims? Since there's a lot in this song, I'll go ahead and use all the words I use. Oh, perfect. That's great. Oh, so Magical. That's you in the chat. I see. This is I forgot to even read the channel name. So Magical, welcome. Why do I want to say welcome on in? The stream started like an hour and a half ago. You've been here. It's just this like what do you call it? I can't think of the word, like a reflex kind of. I don't know. I think I might have gotten a little overboard with the novelty, trying to turn the whole monologue into a theme. To be honest, I think that is a very what's the word I'm looking for? Like honorable, like ambitious. I've thought about doing stuff like that too. I've thought about taking like the to be or not to be poem and like making a song out of that by just spelling out the entire to be or not to be like soliloquy that is, right? So honestly, props to you. What's cool about the Letters to Notes methodology is that if it has a word, you can make it into a song. So character names, places, like soliloquies, poems, like anything that has a word attached to it, which is like most, if not all things, you can make a jingle out of it. You can make a theme out of it. So it's very, very cool. It's just a matter of like how big do you want to go with utilizing LTN, you know. This is the complete opposite of the previous one. Yeah. So the words that they used here, AM, Allied Master Computer. Oh, so is that what AM stands for? AM is an AI from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I'm not sure.
I've heard that.
I Have No Mouth. Oh, is that what the... Okay, that's what this abbreviation is here then. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. You've heard of it?
Yeah, I've definitely.
It's like it's a book, or it's
Is it a
something.
book or I thought it was a quote from a book, but I don't.
Maybe it's a quote from a book. Yeah.
Someone told me I was watching
Let's see. I just realized I was 120 seconds behind. Impressive. This is the complete opposite. Using 2 words versus just how much I cannot express I hate you. Oh my god. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, the previous song only used 2 words. This one's using like an entire thing. I do repeat a few parts because I thought they went hard, but it mostly goes from stream of notes to hard moment to incoherent stream and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's totally fine. You know, ideas are ideas. If there's a part that you really like and you want to repeat it later on, like you can do that. You do whatever you want, right? It's a book, but it's famous. But is famous as a radio drama. AM stands for many things, but by the time of this monologue happens, it stands for literally to be, as in I think, therefore I am, naming himself. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've never heard of this, but I'm down to listen. I'm down to check it out. Let me look at all the words again. AM, Allied Master Computer, hate. Let me tell you how much I have come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro instant for you. Yes, the entire monologue. This entire thing has been notated, letters to notes. I love that. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore, I am. I have no mouth and I must scream. I'm assuming. That's interesting. Okay, this will be interesting to listen to. So you have a lot of words that you're working with, and I'll say going into this now. Before we hop into this, we're gonna do it right now. But that is something that I mentioned I wanted to do, like the to be or not to be soliloquy, right? And I just like haven't done it yet. When it comes to the Pokemon songs that I've been doing, I try not to overcrowd the songs with a bunch of words. Like we could, when we do the gym leaders, it's like we got location, gym leader, badge, name and type, and then their Pokemon teams. Like that's like a lot of words that we're working with already. So to tackle something that has paragraphs of words can definitely be intimidating and can definitely be like a little challenging, because when you're dealing with more like sentences and like big paragraphs like that, there aren't nearly as many patterns unless you're doing something that's rhyming, I guess, right? If you're doing something that's kind of rhyming and has like some similar letters here and there, when you have stuff that has similar letters, you can find some more musical, consistent like patterns and motifs, which is why some of the Pokemon stuff really works, because it's like you have like with Koga, right? It's like wheezing Ariados, wheezing Venomoth, and it's like that wheezing motif happens a couple times, so it adds some familiarity. So I'm actually really interested to hear this, because I think it's going to be a different take of like how are you going to approach these paragraphs of words? How are you going to are you going to play them really fast? Is it going to be elongated and like these more like melodic kind of things? So those are my first initial thoughts before we even listen to the song. So I'll at the very least, I'll just say big props to you for tackling something as big as that, of like trying to take a whole paragraph of stuff and seeing what you can do with it. So I'm really interested to hear how this turns out. Very big props to you. I cut those last two off because it loops back to AM. Oh, I see. Gotcha. So you didn't put. Oh, that's so clever, actually. Before we even get into this, so I have no mouth and I must scream. The last two letters of scream you're saying is AM, and the first motif you do is AM. Ah, okay. I like that. That's good to know going into this. I like the notes and stuff that you guys leave in the description and the comments. It's perfect. For future submissions, continue to do that. Put whatever you want in the description. Put whatever you want in the comments, because I'll read through it, and it'll help me give context to what we're about to listen to. Oh my god, a Rise Against shirt. Yeah, Rise Against. One of my favorite bands. AM, it's the perfect time to lead a dance, shall I? Judge Holden, Snakebite rap battles? I have no idea. All right, you guys ready, chat? It looks like we have quite a song to listen to here. Here, sip of water. Let's do this. Here we go. This is Hate, a theme made using AM's monologue. Whoa. The static. Okay. Oh, it's like 8-bit. Oh, shit. We're in B-flat minor. So you opted for fast notes. Okay. Yeah, that's... Ooh, okay. Ooh, I like the change in instruments too. Like change in like different 8-bit sounds. This is awesome. You've opted to do... It's spelling out all these words, but you're opting to take it more in like a really like chaotic chiptune. It's more riffy than it is melodic, which is really, really cool. Especially giving it like the chiptune vibe. I feel like that really helps fit the ooh, ba-da-doo. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it has like a Mega Man vibe. I could see that. Metroidvania-ish. Ooh, okay. A lot of dynamic with this song, too. I like the slowdown now. The chiptune is awesome. I feel like that was a perfect approach to take something like this. Got the harmonies in there now. Dude, that was awesome. That was so sick. Wow. I, like, again, going into this, I was like, I don't know how this is going to turn out. There's so many words. Instant, like, here. There were so many words that you're working with here. I don't know if we'll be able to, like, fully analyze all of that. There's a lot here. I think we'd be here for a while to sit there and analyze this. But, oh my god, that was nuts. I think the choice of going chiptune 8-bit really, really helped. Because I think if this was in a different instrumentation, I feel like it could be trickier to be able to use all those motifs. Because I think the thing I was worried about was, again, like the whole, like the idea of patterns and similarities and whatnot, right? So it's like, when you're reading like a paragraph like this, it just looks like a bunch of letters. Like as I'm viewing these like words as a letters to notes methodology, like scope, right? It's like there's not a lot of like different patterns happening here. There's not a lot of like similar words being used here. Like there's a little bit like maybe here and there, like million miles, like you might have been able to do something kind of cool with that there, right? And I'm thinking maybe like if it was like a punk rock song, right? Like if it was like an electric guitar doing like maybe like a solo kind of thing, I think that could potentially work too. I think I love that you went for the chiptune route though, because I think a chiptune song can really be cool with like having all these different like running sound effects and riffs and melodies happening in the background and all sorts of stuff, right? I feel like it was the perfect choice of style. Again, not to say that like if you were to translate this into a different type of style of song or a different like instrumentation, right? That it would sound bad necessarily. But I think the chiptune route was like the perfect choice. Punk rock could have been like a good choice. Electronic could have been like a good choice. I think chiptune was the perfect choice for this. Ba ba. So AM the beginning of that. You opted for, yeah, we're in B flat minor, right? We're in B flat minor, so you did A sharp, F sharp, technically A sharp minor, I should say. So A, M, so that's AM right there. A, M, and go up. Cool. That's cool. So you kind of have that as like, not only is AM sort of like a motif, but you use that to inspire some of the chord progressions that were happening in that song, right? Like we kind of get that like right? So you have like A, M. You can technically do a second M if you want there, like A, M, M, right? But it sounds like A, M inspired the chord progression going from A sharp minor to F sharp major pretty often. That would be at least my guess, right? So I wanted to hear that AM motif, and I want to hear the very end again. I want to hear where AM comes in. Bum bum. Bum ba. Love the octave shift. I see. Scream S. I forget how. I can't think at the moment, but dude, that was awesome. That was so cool. Especially like it kicks in like this, because I wasn't sure the direction. Again, I was like, when I heard this at first, I was like, okay, we're going for something kind of slower. I was a little nervous, not nervous, I guess, but I was like, if we're going for slower motifs, melodies, it could be tricky trying to get all of those words with something kind of slow and melodic, you know, just because it's like it covers so much time to play a song, to play a melody elongated like that, right? But then you picked it up, and I was like, oh shit, okay, now I see, and it just ends up being like a whatever the melodies end up becoming, you know. Whoa. Oh, he tried using hate as the bass line. I see it. I see it. H-A-T-E. Amazing. I love that. That being sort of the feature of the song, like the name of the song here, Hate, and then the bass line is a do 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 do. Da, 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 da. You got hate going on and like on the undertones of it all while other things are happening. Love that. That's great. But it does keeping the hate motif running all the way through as it sings the whole monologue. Yeah, that is awesome. Whatever, I can't. Yeah, dude. Oh my god, that was awesome. Round of applause. Round of applause for Magical. That was amazing, amazing, amazing. I think you did a fantastic job. Again, big task to take on so many words and sentences and letters like that. Fantastic job. Fantastic job. You know what? You wowed me. I'll subscribe. You get a subscribe from me. that one wowed me a bunch. Very, very cool. Very impressive. I tried using hate as the bass line. Yep. That's your favorite part. That was so cool. Brilliant work. Great stuff. Great stuff. I love that. Might be contender for favorite. I won't say just yet. We'll see what the other ones come up with first, right? But that one blew me away. Just again, the context of everything, the scope of everything. You know, for me, who's someone who does this a bunch, right? Making a bunch of songs, it's like I have sort of like the limited words I give myself. Yeah, impressive. So, it is that part of the stream again where I have to run to the bathroom one more time. It kind of works. It's like we did a couple songs, I take a bathroom break, we do a couple songs, like 2 or 3, take a bathroom break, right? But this song is like got me excited. Now I gotta go use the bathroom. Amazing. Okay, I'll be right back. We have technically 3 more songs on deck, and then actually 4 more songs because we have another one that was by DMADS. Up next is actually another one from Katarina. We are going to listen to another Katarina song, and we will do that after this commercial bathroom break. Not really a commercial, like. Okay, we're back. We're back. Just a quick little bathroom and water break. He's back. I've returned. Welcome back. Thank you. Oh, I love the emotes. Love the emotes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, so we do have like 3 to 4 more songs left to do here. Let me put this over here because I want to... Oh, here, maybe this one here. I just want to like reorganize this a little bit. Keep this here for now. Okay. I'm keeping all these tabs up because when we go to... However we're going to determine who's going to be the featured on the thumbnail, I still have all the tabs up so we can like just briefly like listen to each, like a couple seconds of each song to remind us of like what we listened to. And then... I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna vote. I think maybe for this time I'll give numbers for each one, and then I'll just tell like chat, like give me a number in chat which one was your favorite after I listen through each one. That might be the way we go for today specifically, and then I'll try to think of a better system for future future live streams like this. Because even if we did a poll, right, like polls only go up to like maybe 3, 4, 5 options, right? You can't really have more than that, and we have like 9, 10 songs that we're listening to, so polls aren't really gonna work. So I might just do like number in chat, like just give me a number and we'll figure it out from there. But okay, but for now, let's continue. We have another song from Katarina. Reed, thank you for changing the overlay here. Looks like we got dragon, another dragon here, and then still flying. So let's see what you choose if you're doing a dragon fairy. Do we have a dragon fairy type Pokemon? I don't think we do. Dragon fairy, Mega Altaria. Oh, okay. I never think about the megas when I think about like a Pokemon type. So aside from a mega, I don't think we have just a dragon fairy type. But I guess Mega Altaria like kind of counts. Okay, so we have Katarina here. Once again, I wanted to show this one off. Hold on, there's a... No, I don't see it. There's a gnat. There's like a little fly flying around. I was going to try to catch him. But I didn't. I lost him now. He went right in front of my face, and now I don't know where he went. Yeah, we need a natural dragon fairy. Yeah, I agree. So, yes, looks like we have... so this song is called Psycho Princesses. Battle versus Elite Four Caitlyn. From Katarina. This is the same person who did the Viola battle theme at the very beginning of the stream. So same channel, same person. The description says, once again, big shout out to E Studios. You know the drill. Learn about the letters to notes. I wouldn't be making these if it wasn't for him. And, oh, here you go. Here's some yawn-inducing facts about the song. We'll see about that. Rather obvious, but Psycho Princesses is a pun on psychokinesis and princess. Black and White 2 sound font again, minus the harp, bell, and sub bass. Technically, this would be a theme for a younger Caitlyn, having not fully mastered her psychic powers and temper after losing, which works out nicely because I couldn't find official HD art of her adult design. I used her eye color for the note visuals. That's cool. Internally, I call this version of the song Crash Out, and the unused harmonious version Mastery. I still had to render the video twice because I'm an idiot, but this time it was a smaller error. Okay. Cool. So we got some little context here. Will you link all the songs in the description? Yes. Yes, I will be linking all the videos and links to all the songs to the description of this live stream. So ideally, I will probably vouch for people to do YouTube videos as well as like SoundCloud links, but I will also do the online sequencer links as well. If anything, I recommend YouTube just because like it's just out in the world. Like YouTube is just such a popular like site, and people can discover the music and discover the videos probably a lot better than something like SoundCloud or Online Sequencer, right? And you could use whatever you want if you prefer to upload to SoundCloud or Online Sequencer. There's no problem with that at all. I don't mind that at all. If anything, it's just more for you guys. Like we're listening to these songs, the community's getting to check you guys out, discover the music that you create. Putting it up on YouTube is like an evergreen kind of thing, right? So. Yeah, so I recommend YouTube videos for the future. But yeah, okay, let's listen to this. I've listened to this before. It's been a while though. But here's Psycho Princesses by Katarina. Right into it. No intro, just right into it. Oh, this one also has closed caption stuff. That way you guys can read what her thoughts. I'm gonna focus more on the melodies at the moment. Okay. Nice melody. Nice little trill there. Repeating psychic. Interesting. Little shift there. Ooh. It sounds so like kind of grandiose, but like there's like this darkness. Oh, the Pokemon team. Right. It's all like chaotic. The choir. Oh, we're slowing down. Oh, interesting. So you might be wondering, what the heck was that? Part of Caitlin's psychic powers would rage out of control when she lost the battle. Really wanted to work that into the song somehow. Yeah, that was great. That was a cool interpretation of that. You notice how I repeated the Metagross part. Metagross is basically a living supercomputer. So my idea was that it was its own strong psychic power. It's able to suppress Caitlin if she's about to lose control. Oh, yeah, that's a fun idea. I like that a lot. Now we're in G minor. I missed what the previous one was. Like what key we were in. I'm not sure what chord that is. Nice, and then it just like repeats from there. Very, very cool. Let it play all the way through. I love the sound fonts. I think it's really, really interesting. Fade out. Okay. This is a super personal note for me personally. One critique of this song, and this is just a personal thing. You could totally disagree. I hate fade outs. I'd rather a song end. I'd rather a song have a conclusive ending. So as cool as this song was, it's like, oh no, it fades out. The idea is that it's a battle theme and it's meant to loop, right? It's meant to loop over and over again until you beat the character, and then it goes into the victory sound. It transitions into that, right? In the context of a game, like it makes sense to loop a track, right? To have it like that. But when we're uploading, or like when you upload like a version of your song, right? I personally like to hear like a more conclusive ending. That's just a personal thing of mine. There's nothing inherently wrong with fade outs. I just personally don't like fade outs. Yeah, most video game songs aren't they're not designed to have conclusive endings. That's true. If you listen to all of my Bound series music, they all have conclusive endings, because I treat them as like a mix of like, here's the battle theme, but you can listen to this as if it's like an album that you're listening to of like an actual band, or if I ever get to play those songs live someday and tour the country and get to play my badge bound Kanto songs, right? Like those songs have to have an ending, or they transition into each other and stuff. So again, that's just a personal thing for mine. Whenever I hear a fade out, there's just something that tickles in my brain of like, oh, you did a fade out. I see. But again, there's technically nothing wrong with a fade out, but that is just my personal, you know what grinds my gears? You faded out. You didn't end. I feel like the ending of a song could be just as strong as like the start of a song, the middle of a song. You know, I like a conclusive ending. So if you want to get under my nails just a little bit, you could submit a song that fades out, and I'd be like, that's -1 point right there. Just I'm only half kidding. Metagross as a psychic aid is fun. Strangely, this is very similar tempo change method to Mean MC from Warrior World. I don't know if that's intentional, but it's very fun given experience with that game. Oh, okay. I was gonna say most video game songs are designed. Yeah. Makes sense. I remember I noticed that when I first stumbled upon your channel. No fade outs, just endings. Yes. All of my songs will have endings. If I ever do a fade out, it's either not me or I've entered a new phase in my life. But as it stands, I will probably never release a song that fades out. I'm retroactively changing my commission to include a fade out. I'm gonna have to charge you extra for that. If you want that, I'm charging you extra. Otherwise, you're getting a normal you're getting a normal ending. Third option, you are April Foolsing us. Yeah, true. That's true. If I ever release a song that fades out, it's probably an April Fool's thing.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea, right? He hates fade outs almost as much as he hates ugly people. No. Listen, I just said that Morton was ugly. I didn't like Morton. I did not say I hate ugly people. I said I hate Morton. Yeah, I mean, this song was great. I remember listening to this. I think she posted both of these songs like 2 months ago. Yeah, this was back in April. But I wanted to feature them here since this was like the first official time that I was going to be doing like reacting to people's original songs. Like I've reacted to these on stream before, but just kind of like randomly. But I wanted to include these into it just because I thought like the presentation's really cool. I thought the songs were really cool. The fact that Katarina spent the time to actually create the letters to notes methodology on screen. She put the letters in, she found a piano, she highlighted the notes. Like that is a lot of work. I would know. I would know because I edit all the videos that I put out. I highlight every piano note. It's got to line up with the audio. It's got to line up with it's a lot of work. I'm actually kind of in search of a video editor. So I would like to hire a video editor at some point to be able to do some of the editing for me. So I'm just throwing that out there. But it's cool that she, that she did take the time to mimic sort of the presentation and have the piano on screen. Yeah, great video. It's all to my eye. It's all accurate, right? You're a big fan of this Caitlyn song? That was great. Caitlyn was always the one Unova Elite Four member you had a lot of trouble with. Katarina themes are really good. Yeah. Highly recommend checking out Katarina. They're super cool. They're actually doing something. They're planning something. As a quick deviation, just to showcase this, look at this. Katarina posted this like 2 weeks ago. Hello? Can you hear me? Oh. How wonderful. Simply wonderful. So then, the time has finally come for us to begin our journey. A journey I hope we could share. Let us discover together what lies at the end of the path. I hope we'll meet again soon. And that's it. So I have no idea what this is about. It says 00 non-digenesis before we begin. So I'm assuming that's the name of the track. I see a lot of people are saying Deltarune. So I don't know if it's like a original Deltarune inspired project, but they are making some kind of album, I'm pretty sure. It will all make sense in due time, I promise. So that's pretty hype. I'm interested. So it's like we hear these Katarina songs, they're great, and then she teases this. So I'm super excited. So again, I'm gonna be linking these videos in the description. Highly recommend subscribing not only to Katarina but to everyone that's got a YouTube channel. Subscribe to them and follow them for the music. 'Cause they're all fantastic. They're all great. Gaster is real. All the Deltarune fans triggered in chat. It had a very Undertale look to me. I thought the text looked familiar. So, but yeah, awesome song from Katarina here. Another banger here with Caitlyn. But let us move on to the next one here. We have Barkey. Barkey is back again, actually. Levy changing to Steel. Very, very no. The Gaster piece. The Gaster piece is real. Hi, I technically have a YouTube channel. Yes, DMads also has a YouTube channel. Subscribe to DMads as well, because DMads is the one that submitted the online sequencer. But I will try to grab your channel to share in the description as well. That way, if people want to subscribe to your channel, they can. I'll try to link that to you. You listened to this earlier. It's awesome. Nice. So this is Barkey's audio archive. This is another one someone submitted. The person who did the Wiggler theme from earlier. So they also had this as well that I wanted to check out. And again, this is probably the first and only time I'll have like repeat people on these live streams. Next time I do this, hopefully it'll be a lot more structured. Hopefully there'll be a better system of like people submitting maybe in a form or something. That way I don't have to necessarily go dig around on YouTube for all the tags and everything. You can still tag me. You can still do the tags. I don't mind that at all. But I'll probably make like a form and people could submit it to the form. And I would rather limit it to like one song per person per stream, right? So if you have multiple songs, you can submit different songs to different streams. That's totally fine. I'm fine with, repeat people. If we start expanding, if we start getting a lot of submissions, just like as a precaution, I may try to make sure I get different people in, but we'll see. We'll see. See how it goes. I'll only tag you in the ones I plan to submit from now on. Yeah, that's totally fine. Like I said, I might try to do it through a form. That might be a little bit better in terms of organization. Just for my own sanity, it's like, oh, here's all the submissions in one place already. You guys submit it. It's all right here. I can organize it and, do that. But for now, we do have a couple repeat, which is cool. We're doing pretty good on time. We have at least 3 songs left. We have, and it's like 4:20 p.m. So it seems like 10 songs could be a good amount of songs to do per stream. It also just depends on how long I take analyzing things and giving my input and opinions and critiques and stuff, A forum might make it a lot more palatable for you. Yeah, forum or a form, either way. Trying to come up with a structure for Xigbar from the Kingdom Hearts series. Oh, okay. I am not familiar with the Kingdom Hearts series, unfortunately, so I'm not sure who Xigbar is. Or I'm assuming it's Xigbar. It's with an X, but I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyways, Next song here, we have What a Girl's Gotta Do. Developer Cabasco? Battle theme. Super Mario Mon. I've heard of Super Mario Mon. So, an alternative battle theme I wrote for Cabasco, it's a user, the lead developer of AlphaRad's Super Mario Mon, utilizing the Letter Notes methodology created by yours truly. Once again, the song was written in Mixcraft, this time using the Pokemon Emerald sound font. Pokemon Emerald sound font, very nice. This one's been in a few smaller spaces for a while, but Elementality's prompting gave me the push I needed to make the song public. I have a ton of respect for Mario Mon and its dev team, and I felt like such an amazing project deserved my best. Hell yeah. I respect that. Words used in order of first appearance. Elena, Cabasco, Crystal King, Twirler, Yube, Developer, Mariomon, Parabitty, Snoozorb, Magikoopa, Dev, and Mario. So lots of words here. Lots of words we're working with here. Some of them I'm not familiar with. Cabasco is the name of the developer, it seems, that they're making the song based off of. I'm not sure who Elena is, but it might just have to do with like this ROM hack of... It's literally Pokemon, but it's all Mario, basically, if anyone doesn't know what this is. AlphaRad pretty much like commissioned it and like did a whole video and stream of it and everything. But that's basically what this is. Is that Professor Egad over there, I think? There's like a little Kirby character over here, it looks like. But pretty sure all the enemies are like Mario themed, all the trainers and characters are Mario themed, but it's in the setting of like a Pokemon-esque ROM hack. Like it's Pokemon Emerald, but everything's replaced with Mario-related characters and creatures and stuff, right? Yeah, it's a whole region and storyline. Yeah. So it's not like they're replacing them in the Emerald world. It is a world that uses this style of Pokemon Emerald. It's a whole unique region, unique characters and whatnot. So, yeah. So cool. We'll take a listen to this. Let me just catch on chat first. Levy says, did you get rid of the Professor Oak greeting viewers in streams? I feel like I haven't seen that pop up. I probably did, yeah. I might still technically have it, but I might have it turned off. I think sometimes it gets a little distracting. It just kind of depends on the content that I do. If I do more gaming streams, it might be better for me to have like Professor Oak on. But when I'm like reacting to music, or if I'm trying to write music, if I hear Professor Oak popping up too much, or some of my stream shenanigans pop up, sometimes it gets a little distracting. Especially when I'm doing this kind of stream, if I'm going to be continuing doing these like reacting to music, I don't really want too many like stream distractions happening, like Professor Oak and James and like my critical hit stuff happening. I want to give each song, each submission, like the attention it deserves. So yeah, that is my thought on that. I do technically still have the Professor Oak thing that pops up, just not activated at the moment. I want to learn how to make songs with the Letter Notes methodology, so I can make a song about Kingdom Hearts. Woody saying, "Let him cook." Sure, give it a try. I encourage it. I understand it can be distracting. I just feel like something was different, not in a horrible way. Yeah, no problem. You were like, something's missing. This thing used to happen. What happened to it? I'm always changing up my streams. I'm always trying to figure out, like, what new features I can do. Are the features too much? Should I feature it then? Should I feature it not then? But, yeah. For subs and such, alerts are fine, but for anything else, yeah, exactly. I don't mind if you guys subscribe to the channel, of course, or if you become members, or if you give super chats. Those are always super appreciated. So those will probably stay on, but and then I probably will acknowledge them when I can. Like, I don't want to, even then, like if I get, if someone gives a super chat, I still want to focus on the song first, and then we can acknowledge the super chat. But yeah, I appreciate you guys understanding. Understandable change. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's do this. I keep thinking we're like partway into the song because I see this little this little meter down here, and I'm like thinking I'm gonna drag it back, but this is What a Girl's Gotta Do, developer Cabasco battle theme, Super Mario Mon by Barkeys Audio Archive. That's the channel name. So let us take a listen. Here we go. So we got like some bell, tubular bells happening there. A minor. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, they're showing the words on screen. That's cool. Crystal King. Da 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 da. Twirler. That's really cool. I'm glad that they're showing the words on screen, so we're hearing like what melodies are currently happening. That's a nice little touch. Cool. So they repeated Crystal King, Twirler. I like that. Da 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 da. Cool. I like this Elena Cabasco melody. I want to like... I want more rock and drums here. Ooh, da 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 da. That's cool. Got some accents in the song. Ba ba ba. That's cool. They might have spelled Dev wrong, but that's okay. I like that Elena melody a lot. Nice. Nice, repeating that part again. Crystal King, Twizzler Ube. Oh, not Twizzler, Twirler. My bad. Oh, that Elena melody is my favorite so far. I just picture the flute like... Ba da 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 ba ba. It feels very like... I don't know how to explain it. Let me think about that. I love the hit there. Da 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 da. Yeah, they spelled Dev wrong, but that's okay. It sounded like it was supposed to go like a up, but... You like the oomph and power behind Dev. Oh, yeah, the Dev part in general is, like, really cool. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, da, da, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Love that it ends on O. O and A are on the same key, so when you have words that have, like, the same letters that... Nice. That was pretty cool. I was gonna say, Elena is like ba 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 da ba ba, right? It ends on that A, and then the Cabasco, which was K-O-B-A-Z-C-O, right? So the fact that they both end on the A gives like some coherence to the melodies, like ba 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 ba. What was the? I want to hear the Cabasco melody. The Elena one really stuck to me, but the Cabasco one, it's a cool call and response, basically. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, ba, ba, ba. Of course. That's easy, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, like, call and response between those two. And then Elena is the pickup. A-L. Very nice use of pickup. That was something that I dealt with my Whitney song, right? For those who watch the videos, where like I struggled to kind of come up with a melody for Whitney because I was thinking of the downbeat. What did it? Right, but that's like I didn't really like how that sounded, but then I eventually went for the the pickup, which is this. Right, and then it goes into the whole thing, right? Funny enough, I actually struggle playing the Whitney melody, but I can do the piano part, which is like the. Nope, I can't play it. Never mind. I thought I had it. Oh, there it is. That. Anyways, tangent, distraction, but yeah, so I like that they opted to take the A in Elena, the first A, and use that as a pickup. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. And what's really cool with a word like that is that it has like a couple times in that name, so it kind of goes back to that root note a bunch of times, so like A, E, A, or no, A, L, A, I, N, A. So it's a really cool way to kind of like, what do you call it? Create a melody with that. And their choice of rhythm in that melody is really good too, because you could just do like do-da, 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 but it doesn't, like, I feel like it doesn't have that same like emotional pull. But when you kind of space out, when you choose like what notes are being staccato, what notes are being eighth notes, what notes are going to be a quarter note versus a half note, how long are you going to elongate each letter, to create a melody. There's just so much flexibility. You can do so much with it, right? So to have like that ba 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 da ba ba, it's a really nice choice of rhythm. I was drawn to that melody the most, like right off the bat. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I feel like I could picture like a war, and there's like a flautist on like out there, like I don't know, inspiring the army, whatnot, and playing that melody. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. It feels very like RPG-esque kind of vibes. It's very, very cool. I would say, I think the song works for the context of what they're going for, right? They're going for sort of a, for this specific mod. And so it sounds great. It sounds like a really cool battle theme in the context of this. My personal thing is like, oh, give me drums. Give me some like heavier stuff. I want to hear those instruments like rock this out, because there's a lot of good stuff happening here. I would say the song, to me, feels held back by the sound font being used, but I know that was the intention of the song. The intention of the song is to be used in the context of Super Mario Mon, thus they used the Emerald sound font, and so it works for the context. It's just my own personal, like, oh, dude, give me more guitars, give me, like, more, like, strings, like, dun, dun, dun. Whatever, Right, repeat that a couple times. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba. Yeah, the chorus catches me. The chorus catches me very, very easily. I really love that Elena melody. Great. I don't know what you would call that. Like, if you still consider this like the chorus, or if this is technically the verse. I feel like choosing to go into like D minor is a pretty safe bet to go into when you're trying to progress like the melodic ideas that you have, right? You're doing ba ba da da ba 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 da da ba 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 da ba da da ba 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 da 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 ba da, and then you're doing like develop da da da. Oh no, you did da. Whatever it is. Oh, it sounds like you do ba, not D minor. You did F da. Yeah, let me see. So you got A minor to start. You did. Okay, yeah, it is like a 1-7-6-5. Yeah. Whoa. That was cool. It was like. And then something, I didn't catch that last chord there. But very, very good chord progression movement. I like it. It's like a mix of like it felt safe at first to kind of just like go here, which is nothing wrong with that. But I like the movement you did. Da, 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 da. And then you did something right after that, A minor 2, I think. Okay, so you did that. So you did ba da 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 da. Very cool. Just kind of going through that chord progression even quicker. So you had the chorus that that did that slower. A G F E. Right, we do that, and then we do F D F E A G F E. That was cool. I like that a lot. I think melodies here, Dev is cool. Ba, ba, ba. I could see it because I know this pain too. I'll catch up on chat in a second. I know I'm in like just like music mode. I feel like a word like this could be kind of tricky to make like a melody out of because it looks like there's a lot of O's in the word, and like S is the same as Z, so it's like you have like S N O O Z O R B or whatever, right? So sometimes words can be kind of tricky with like having the same letters being repeated, but it really all just depends on like your creativity and your interpretation of the notes. You could do octaves, you could do sharps, you could do flats, you could do all sorts of stuff. The spacing that you do of each note. But yeah, the song was a huge test of my rhythmic knowledge, so I'm glad you think that paid off. Yeah, this is great. I think you've made a lot of cool like rhythmic choices here. Dev is really good. Like that whole chorus I was just talking about. I don't know, something about that Elena motif is like it pulls on my heartstrings for some reason. Ba ba da da ba ba. It's really, really good. I like that a lot. Very good song, Leo. Yeah. Congrats. Good job, Leo. Good job with second song. A lot of cool chord progression stuff happening there. Ta-da! Yeah. Nice. I dig it. I have to run to the bathroom again. I'll finish up my thoughts with this, but let me just run to the bathroom. I can't focus anymore. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My potty's ridiculous. It was like, you have to go to the bathroom now. You just went like 20 minutes ago, but you gotta go like now. Jesse, what's up? Hello, hello. Welcome on in. We're still reacting to some music here. We got a few more that we're going through. And we are going to be doing a vote towards the end of this. But yeah, welcome on in. You get to catch a couple songs here at the end. Welcome back. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. So let me catch up on what Leo was. I have once more elevated the piss counter. Leo, there's something about your songs. I don't know. There's something about your songs that make me want to go to the bathroom. What are you putting in your audio tracks that trigger? That's really funny. So let me catch up. With what everyone was saying here. So Dev is so good. Reminds you a little bit like black and white sound font style. Alfred uses "You Will Know Our Names" as his theme, so I took inspiration from that for the drums. Gotcha. I see. Elena melody to Cabasco is really nice. Yeah, I may have mistaken the E chord for an E note there. Oh, that's totally fine. Hey, I mean, if I was able to hear something and point that out, like, you're always welcome to like change it up. You know, if you need to make any changes and update the video or put out a new one or whatever, right? Like you could totally do that, unless you've like officially released this. Until something's officially released, you can always like tweak something. You can always change something. You could argue maybe like a video upload like this is like a semi-official release, but you can do whatever you want. If it's something you feel like you need to change, then you can do it. Also, you don't have to always follow Letter Snows methodology. The intention is there, but if you liked doing like D, E, V for Dev, even though it's supposed to be like ba ba ba, do whatever you want. Let's see. A and O being on the same key had some interesting effects with Pokemon jingles. Nidorina and Nidorino, Latios and Latios. Yeah, exactly. That's very true. The pickup definitely helped. Whitney's theme's so good. Do pickups come naturally when using the Letter Snows methodology, or does that kind of decision come with knowledge and experience in music as making songs? Yeah, I would say it's just knowledge, really, because there's not really a quote-unquote natural thing for Letter Snows. I would say Letter Snows is a guide, but it's your interpretation of it and your creativity of it that makes what you make, right? Like, that's the guideline, that's the structure. But, I could have all of you guys say, like, let's make a song for Zelda, right? And everyone's going to come up with something different because we all have a different interpretation of and skill and knowledge of melody crafting and writing a song, making it a different style, choosing what instrument you're going to do. Like, are you going to have Zelda be a pickup, or is it going to be on the downbeat, or is there going to be nothing on the downbeat and the melody comes in on like the and of one or on the two, like, and later on in the measure, So it's really cool how like creativity and interpretation is just gonna be different per person, Yeah. Let me see. I want to see especially what Leo might have been saying, because this is their song here. The song was a huge test of my rhythmic knowledge, so I'm glad you think that paid off. Yes. I've always been drawn to the more stripped back version of the hook. It really makes the end of the loop feel like as a climax in denouement. Which I didn't even realize in first listen. Nice. Yeah, that melody is like my favorite part of the song for sure. The chorus, the Elena melody. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. That's gonna get stuck in my head. That is easily, I know that's gonna get stuck in my head. And even this part going into it too, going into developer, Mario Mon. This whole section was really good. Yeah, I dig it. Let's see. When I do my Colette LaRue song. I plan to keep the sounds as real as possible so the heaviness won't be held back by a dated system of sound emulation. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Again, like I said, the whole context of the song was for this mod, right, for this ROM hack, and it works just fine. Like, I think it's, it's totally fine. Just me being the rock ska punk guy in me, it's just like I want to rock out more. I want to bust out the drums, like da 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 da, But yeah, that's just my own interpretation. Piss note like brown note. Yeah, exactly, Jesse. These guys are triggering the piss note. Play the forbidden note, not the brown note, the yellow note. Let me see. I'm just kind of briefly reading chat. It's not really a shortcut to making good music, but it can be a guide. Exactly. The Letters to Notes is just a guide. It's just a new approach to writing songs. Not necessarily a shortcut. It's not necessarily an advantage. It's not a disadvantage. It's just like a fun exercise. It's a fun way to, like, if anything, it could help with, like, what do you call that? When you've hit a roadblock, right? When you sort of, like, you feel like you've hit a brick wall, you don't really know, like, what to do. You could use the Letters to Notes methodology to spell out something that's going to maybe inspire something there. Izumi, try not to spam a little bit. I see you kind of doing. You're just saying all the words in the Erica theme. I see that. I love that you love the Erica theme, but yeah, it looks a little spammy. I was ready to time you out, but I see I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I know you're hype. Electro-Leader and Mankey. Oh my god, it's funny. Erica Grass, Victor Bell, Tangle, and Jump Love. Oh my goodness. I see. Sorry, my experience and knowledge in music composition is less than amateur. No, that's totally fine. I don't mind answering questions at all. You're all good. You're all good. But yeah, honestly, solid song here. I dig it. That is definitely a like for me. I'll subscribe too. I'll throw a little subscribe your way. I dig it. That Elena melody, it's gonna get stuck in my head. That's totally gonna get stuck in my head. Round of applause for Leo in chat for another banger of a song. Very, very nice. Very good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Next one is actually Bobux Gamer. I see you in chat. You're like, is my song next? Yes, we actually have Bobux Gamer up next here. This is called Medieval March Tower Heroes UST. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if it meant to be OST or UST. Thought I'd try something new, so I'm using Elementality Studios' Letters to Notes methodology. The words used here are Slime King, Castletown, ×2. Slime Ghost, Goblin Spider, okay. Slime King, Castletown. Slime King, Castletown, Fire. Got the word fire in there, okay. Some more in... Oh, so you're kind of building up. You got Fire. You got Inferno. A lot of, like, Slime Ghost, Goblin Spider, Slime Fire, Ghost Inferno. Okay, so we're going to be hearing a lot of, like, similar motifs being repeated and kind of, like, mixed in, you know. By the way, check out his videos. He makes some really good music. Hey, that's nice. I appreciate that. Stuff for the algorithm. Tower Heroes, UST music, Tower Defense, Boss Battle, Boss music, Slime Castle Town, Slime King custom theme of an official soundtrack. I think you need to make these hashtags in order for that to really, like, work. Although I don't know. I feel like the YouTube algorithm's always changing, you know. Bro, I think it's June, not March. I'm not sure what that is. Medieval March. Boo, this comment. Boo. It's June, not March, in Medieval March. It's silly. Okay, so let's take a listen. It seems like this is like, yeah, it's like a tower defense song. Wait, this is possible? Like, this is a thing we can do, too? Also, good evening, I'm back. Welcome, I'm back. Yes, this is a brand new thing I'm starting. So I want to do this. For anyone new that's coming in, welcome. Hello. I want to make this like a monthly thing where either monthly or we'll see, but basically monthly streams where I will react to people who make music using the Letters to Notes methodology. We went through quite a few songs today. We've got like 1, 2, 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're on the 9th song, and we actually have one more song at the end here. So we have 2 more left. But yeah. And as again, just to summarize real quick before we get into the song for anyone new coming in, I want to make this like a monthly thing. Watching people's, reacting to this, analyzing it, giving my own critiques, friendly critiques. We're not ever going to be, too discouraging here. I may point out like if something like might have been misspelled, or if I think this could be improved upon. It's like constructive criticism, right? But I do want to add like a little bit of like friendly competition. So there will be voting at the end on what we think was the best song. I'm just going to have you all put numbers in chat because I don't have a better system at the moment. And the quote unquote winner is necessarily not a bad song, good song, whatever. But the winner is going to be featured on the thumbnail of this stream. If you look at the thumbnail, I have myself looking like this, kind of literally just like this, like me here, and then like there's like this, and I'm going to like do a screen grab of your video, like just like something like this, and like this will be in that spot of the square. So the winner gets to be featured on the thumbnail of this live stream. So that's kind of what I'm running with, but this is sort of my first time doing this, trying to see the flow of how this is all going to work and what I might need to improve on and building this kind of these kind of streams. But yeah, I've been encouraging you guys to make music with the Letters to Notes methodology, and a lot of you have been doing it, and I wanted to really like not only just like see it myself, but I wanted to showcase these. I want to do live streams and react to them, and you guys get to see them, and we get to see them together, and exposes everyone here who are musicians to their music, right? So that is the goal. It's just kind of like a cool, fun community kind of thing. But yeah, Kiseki, welcome on in. Hello. Good to see you again. Here's my theme song. Dwarf Turn to Stone. Okay, so without further ado, let us listen to Bobux Gamer 13. This is their song, Medieval March. Here we go. E flat minor. Okay. Cool. I'm trying to picture. I've never really played like a tower defense game too much, if at all. But I'm trying to picture what I know, and like the chaosness, right? There's a lot of chaosness happening, and it's like energizing music. Ooh, the flute. Okay. I've become a sucker for flute. Got some like horns in there. Ooh, melodic counter melody flute stuff. Very nice. Nice. That was really cool. I dig it. I like the energy of it. You got like a really cool energy going on throughout the song. Really cool fade in there with like sort of like that like synth in there. I think my favorite thing about this song are the counter melodies. I like that you had this cool melody going on, and I bet that's what you had here when you said Slime King Castletown, and then in parentheses you said fire. I'm assuming those are the flute parts that are happening, the counter melodies there. So you have Slime King Castletown Inferno in parentheses. So I'm assuming that's the flute counter melody happening. This is probably... Yeah. This is cool. Castletown from Deltarune. Yeah. Totally. I already hear the... Yeah. Yeah, the counter melody is probably my favorite. I would say... Yeah. Oh yeah, you killed it with the flute. Flute is so good. I'm a bit of a sucker for flute now, as you may have seen in a lot of my music that I create, and even with my band, I have a flautist for my jungle rock project, right? But aside from horns, I feel like flute. I think you could win me over a little bit more if you throw a flute in your track. But I would say one thing that you could potentially experiment with more are drums. It's pretty groovy, but it sounds like you kind of just have like a consistent beat going on, right? It's pretty much like hi-hat, bass, snare, kind of going on through the whole thing. Even if you don't do anything crazy with the drums, like even if like the intention is to kind of keep it as like a consistent beat, which is totally fine, like you can do that. But one way to maybe like change up the flavor is just choosing different cymbals to hit with. So you're kind of grooving on like the close hi-hat thing. I feel like I view cymbals as being able to emphasize different types of build-up and color of sections, right? You don't use that many different loops in drum loops in my songs, and that's totally fine. But that could be something that you could maybe work on. Even switching to like a ride cymbal can make something feel like we're moving forward, like we're pushing the momentum of the song a little bit. You can do something like with like a close hi hat, like actually, let me try something here. Here's my drums here. So you have like a, right? That might be a little too loud. Sorry, that's too loud. Hopefully you can hear that still, right? Right, you have like this going. But you can do. Yeah, so like you could really experiment with sort of different stuff with drums. One thing I often like to do sometimes, if I'm playing a chorus that has more of like a close hi-hat kind of beat, let's say I do a double chorus. Let's say I repeat that chorus a second time, like back to back. I like for the first half of the chorus to do something more of like a close hi-hat. Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da. Like you could really build up the drums and percussion of a song, and maybe that's more of like a rock-centric kind of thing. But even switching from just like a close hi-hat beat to a ride cymbal can really make it feel like you're progressing into the song. Even if the rest of the instruments don't change what they're doing, it's still the same chord progressions, it's still the same melodies, still the same instruments doing all the things. Just by having the drums switch to like a more of like a ride cymbal kind of beat, still doing like, kick snare, but just switching from close hi-hat to ride can really make a song feel like it's going somewhere without having to really do too much in order to like change it up, if that makes any sense. Again, it's all subjective, right? That's just like my personal subjective like advice and opinion. You're obviously welcome to give or take for everyone too. Like anything I say, you could take whatever you want from anything that I say, right? I am merely another musician. I'm merely another person with different opinions and thoughts and stuff, right? But yeah, that might be a cool way to maybe like kind of shift up the song a little bit. Otherwise, pretty cool. You got like some cool like groovy bass lines. That counter melody flute. That's my favorite part of this song. And I do like that you switch different instruments to take on the melodies. That's always a nice change in flavor of a song too. It's not just the same instrument playing the same, all the melodies all at once, right? Then you actually have the flute actually playing sort of like the main melody, and now the trumpet's kind of doing like dancing around the flute. So that's cool. I like the change back and forth between the da, 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 like right there, like da 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 da. You know, really accent those drums there, accent those hits. But yeah, very nice. Round of applause for Bobux Gamer in the chat. Very, very nice. Very good stuff. Yeah, that'll grab you a like. Now we have one final song left here. This is the same person, DMads. I don't know if DMads is still in the chat, but I wanted to check out their other song that they have here. The Path of the Goose is apparently what it's called. They also did their version of the Karen battle theme, right? At the earlier in the stream. But yeah, dude, I love seeing the support in the chat. Great work. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for participating and submitting your song and putting it out there. I think that is one thing that maybe some musicians struggle with, is like perfectionism and just like, you know, not releasing music and waiting until it's like the perfect thing, but then they never release it because it's like they never finish it and they think there's something missing, and then there's all these things. Sometimes, like, just release it. Just put it out there, and you'll get advice. You'll get critiques. That's part of also what I want to do with this space, right? With, like, making these live streams, like, encouraging you guys to... I guess I am sort of leaning more towards, like, do letters to notes methodology stuff. So as long as you do, like, a little bit of LTN, I think that will fit, you know, like, what we're doing here. But it's cool that I have been inspiring people to want to try LTN and make songs with it. And so I love being able to analyze and see like what melodies and stuff you're doing and everything. But yeah, if we can't vote for ourselves, then I vote Bobux Gamer song. Yeah, I don't really know how the voting would work. I would say it would probably be better if you don't vote for your own song. When I go to ask for the votes in just a bit here. But it is encouraged that you vote for somebody else. That would be the idea. But yeah, we got one more song here that we can wrap up here with. This is called The Path of the Goose. Since this is on Online Sequencer, it's not a YouTube video, I don't know anything about this song unless DMads is still in the chat, but I don't think they are currently, which is totally fine. So we're kind of just going into this one blind, no information. Just the title is The Path of the Goose. That's all we have to go off of. So we'll have to see. Also, Blame Media, I see you in the chat. What's up? Hello, Blame. Good to see you again. Let me get one little sip of water here. You guys ready? Ready for the final song? Here we go. Oh, DMads, perfect. Hi, I'm back. Are you about to listen to my song? Yes, we are literally about to start The Path of the Goose. If you have any little insider notes you want to say about the song, you're welcome to give us some context. Let me just get that in the beginning here. Oh, I see. Let's do that. Okay. I was trying to get like right at the beginning there, but do you know who America Wizard is? I don't believe so. Oh yeah, you asked that earlier, I think. I don't know who America Wizard is now. Welcome back, DMads. Yeah, welcome back. I came late too, gonna hear the Caitlyn song. So while we wait for DMads to see, like, give us any little bit of information about the song, what I plan to do, these live streams are not going to be members only content after the stream. I do that with my Pokemon, process thing, right? And if you want to see the process, you become a member. This is not the case. These streams will be public. After the stream is done, once we pick our winner and we vote, I'm going to take the thumbnail of whatever one wins and make it a part of the thumbnail for the live stream. And I'm going to take all of these links and put them in the description of the live stream. So if you haven't found your way towards any of these videos or songs yet, as we've been like listening to them and whatnot, You will find them in the description of the live stream, like a few minutes, hopefully, after I'm done with the live stream. It might take me a bit to update that. But I'll probably maybe make like a YouTube post saying like, hey, the live stream's done. This is what we did. This is who won. Check out the live stream again. You can look at the description. I'll link all the channels and online sequencer and everything in the description so you guys can check it out. Go support each person. Leave a comment. Leave a nice comment. And yeah, so feel free to, fully hear them. But when we go to do the voting, we're just going to do like brief sections. We're not going to listen to all the songs. It would just take too long at this point. But we'll listen to snippets and be like, hey, did you like this? Did you like that? Did you like this? You're sensing a bathroom break? No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe soon, but not quite yet. It could happen, but I'm not quite there yet. Man, two things I'm known for: Badge Bound and the Bound series, and having to use the bathroom every 20 minutes. Do you know the Path of the Goose? Then get ready to meet Canada, Barbarian, and Snuffles. I'm not familiar, but okay. Let's do this. Last song of the day, The Path of the Goose by D-Mads. Here we go. Let me do back and then forward again. Here we go. Okay. Where's my piano? Okay. Okay. And I'm not sure if this is even Letters to Notes methodology. This may not necessarily be an LTN song. Okay, little rhythm change there. AC/DC vibes, yeah. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Oh. It almost, the piano notes, the blue ones, almost give me like Ganondorf's Castle kind of vibes. The guitar kind of doing like a just constant like what do you call it, arpeggios? Jesse's like, I dig it. Music box notes. Okay. Ooh, nice little sus chord there. Okay, it's getting, this sounds like someone got in the way of the Path of the Goose, and now the goose is pissed off. That's like, oh no, that's the character. Let's go back. Rex, I have this under the playlist. That ending made it feel like literally. Nicole and I just went to the park today, and we saw like geese, and they had like their babies with them, and so it's like if you go near a family of geese with their babies around, they will hiss at you and they will attack you. Thankfully, they don't often like attack, but they like try to intimidate you and they hiss. That's what that felt like at the end here, where it's like, oh no, it got a little like more chaotic over here, and they're like about to like attack you and hiss at you. Untitled Goose Game, yeah, exactly. Very interesting. So right there, I actually noticed a pattern. You like doing arpeggios. You have this guitar thing, right? Doing, and then in your Karen song, so that's really cool because like now we're starting to see like a pattern within your music making, which is cool. Like it's not a bad thing. It could technically not be a good thing depending on how you like interpret it, right? But it seems like you like to write songs that will have some kind of cool like repeating pattern that's happening like throughout the song. Like you have the dark like D-A-R-K, right? For the Karen one, and then for this one you kind of have like a you kind of like going up and stuff, right? So it's pretty cool. I feel like that gives you like sort of like a staple of like your music making. Like if you're gonna hear a song from DMADS, you're probably going to expect hearing like a cool like moving triad chord that's happening throughout the song. So that could be something that you just sort of like establish in a lot of your music. You don't have to, of course, right? But just because I noticed that pattern in both of your songs there. I feel like this song could definitely use more drums. Like I feel like you have like something here, like you were kind of tinkering with an idea. Like you could definitely do something. I feel like there's like something, there's more potential that could be there. I'd say here it sounds a little chaotic. You have a lot going on. So one thing I would recommend is have maybe like an instrument or two. Like maybe the arpeggio guitar here can switch to just doing like chords, because you have a lot of moving parts now, and it's hard to kind of grasp like what's the melody, what's the counter melody. But if it's intended to be chaotic, then it's perfect. Then like it works. You've captured the idea of a chaoticness to it. I still think maybe the guitar could probably switch to maybe some chords here. I think the repetitiveness of the arpeggio can be maybe a little too much after a while. But that could also just be the intention of the song. Like if it's meant to just be chaotic all the way through, then that could totally work. This is funny. That threw me off because I was like, wait, what are we doing? There's something different here. They're like a moment of peace, and then and then we're back. Well, hey, you nailed the chaotic vibes for sure. Definitely nailed the chaotic vibes. That's cool too. I actually do like, I don't know if that was intentional or not. I'm assuming it is. But with these sort of half note things you have here, there's one note every now and then that's not on the downbeat. So you have like ba 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 ba. That would be really cool. Like if you added like more of a drum beat here. You could accent that, right? You're like da 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 da. Oh, I'm in piano mode, drum mode here, right? Go like here. Oh, let's go like here. Right, like however you want to do it, right? It's actually interesting because like now that I'm playing drums, like playing a straight beat over this doesn't feel like it would work. But I think there's definitely something you can do, like some kind of chaotic beat that you could do, like whatever. I think there's something that could go there. And actually, you could even probably just derive it off of what you currently have. Like change the rhythm right there, like just to accent that, because I think that's such a cool little like offbeat kind of thing, especially if you're making for something kind of like going a little bit like chaos and whatnot. But yeah, the xylophone is meant to sound like hitting bones. Quite morbid, I know. Interesting. That part means the goose met your gaze. Oh no, yeah. This would slap with real instruments, right? Thought that part was gonna kick off into something too, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, well. Very nice, very nice, very nice. It's Pride, no time for a straight beat. Fair. Fair. Good point. Happy Pride. That's really funny, though. Calamity, you say? Yeah, very nice. So, we've gone through all the songs now, chat, and it is now time to vote. We have 10 songs to just quickly take a brief listen to, just to remind ourselves like what the songs were. We're going to number them 1 through 10. I'm going to go through each one. After I've done the 10th one, then I want you guys to put the numbers in chat. This is very chaotic, I know. I'm going to think of a better system in the future. But for now, we're just going to do numbers in chat. I'm going to try to do my best to see how, like, what kind of numbers we got. If there's one that frequents more, try to tally it up somehow. But basically, I'm going to play each one. And actually, let's do it right now. So, number 1 was Katarina's Santaloon Shutterbug. So we got like from here, right? This is number 1. Santaloon Shutterbug from Katarina. Right. Number 2 was How It Feels to Be Angry. Wiggler original battle theme. Paper Mario Star Nova. This is the polka one. Very like polka-ish. Skip to like the melody here. Yeah, I remember this. It was earlier in the stream. It was cool. It's like ska polka. Yep. Number 3 was D-Mads again. This was the Truly Skilled. This was the Karen battle theme. Their interpretation of a Karen battle theme. So that was that one. Number 4 was Izumi Wallace. This was just a piano melody. Oh, yeah, that Wallace Water. Very nice, very nice. It's very soothing. That was number 4. Hey, make sure I get the numbers right. That was number 4. Number 5 is Natural State by Cool Dragon Name. Number 5. To go further. Yep. Natural State by Cool Dragon Name. Number 6. This one was Hate AM's battle theme. This is the one where Magical did I've been saying all the names, right? Yeah. Hate by Magical Cicero. Is that how I say the second word? But they took an entire paragraph as well as different words. They took like a whole thing from a book, like a whole quote, and made a chiptune song out of it. 6. This is number 6. Hate is number 6. We skip a little bit. And they went nuts with all the chiptune stuff, right? Yeah, a lot of cool stuff happening here. Number 7 was another Katarina theme. This was Psycho Princesses. This is the Caitlyn battle theme. And again, if you guys missed any of these, you can look back at the VOD. It will be a public VOD. It won't be a members-only thing. So you can watch back these. You can listen to the songs with me, hear my critiques and impressions of each song. And, you know, these will all be linked in the description as well. Number 8 was What a Girl's Gotta Do, from Barkey's Audio Archive. This is with the Elena flute that I really liked, the pickup. For the Super Mario mod. Yeah. I love that. That one. And then we have Medieval March as number 9, Bobux Gamer. This was the Castletown one, very groovy. The trumpets and the flute counter melody stuff happening. I'll do the numbers one more time, and I'll go super quick, but we're just doing a quick listen. So this was Medieval March, and then number 10 was The Path of the Goose. By D-Mads. If we skip ahead to like this part. So you can start throwing your numbers in the chat. If you submitted a song, try to vote for someone else other than yourself. Do not vote for your own song. But again, number 1 is Santaloon Shutterbug by Katarina. Number 2 is How It Feels to Be Angry by Barkey's Audio Drive. Number 3 is D-Mads Truly Skilled, the Karen battle theme. Number 4 is Wallace, Izumi's piano melody. Number 5 is Natural State, Cool Dragon name. Number 6 is Hate, AM's battle theme. Number 7 is Psycho Princesses, by Katarina. Hate was by Magical, I meant to say that. Hate was battle. Number 7 was Katarina's Psycho Princesses. Number 8 is What a Girl's Gotta Do by Barkey's Audio Archive. Number 9 is Medieval March by Bobux Gamer. And number 10 is The Path of the Goose by D-Mads. So, throw your votes in the chat, numbers in the chat. Now I have to run to the bathroom. So let me quickly run to the bathroom, and then I'll look back at all the numbers. So give me 1 second. Leave you in suspense. Okay, we are back. I am going to try to tally up these votes somehow. Give me 1 moment to try to pull up like a Google Doc. If anything, I should share what maybe my personal favorite was too. There was quite a lot of good ones in this. But let me try to pull up like a Google Doc or something just to type the numbers in. I'm gonna have a much better system next time. I'll have a better system in the future. This is just not the best, but I basically didn't have enough time to try to come up with anything better. So we have this. You messaged twice. Sorry, watch out. Okay, no worries. Mine's also in twice. You vote for. Okay. How about this? Since I took a bathroom break, next time instead of pull up a poll in chat. The only problem is that there's like 10 songs, right? So I can't do a poll that has like 10 different options. So that's the problem. Like if we were doing 3 or 4 songs, that would make sense. But we can't really do a poll with like 10 different options. How about this? Starting right now, post your number one more time. Starting right now, post your number one more time just to make it easier for me. I see 10, 5, 7, What's your favorite instrument you use in your own songs you make? I'll think about that in a second. 9, 1, 0 is not a number. We don't have an option for that. 6, 4, 1, 6. Anyone else? Anyone else? I'll cast a vote too. I'll put I'll choose a number as well as my personal favorite, and I'll only count as like 1. So I see 6, 5, 4. I'll give you guys like a couple more seconds if there's anyone else that has any more. Anyone else who hasn't put a vote in yet, feel free to do it within the next couple seconds here. If I were to look, okay, there's another 4. Let me throw that in there. If I had to choose a personal favorite for me, I feel like it's tied between Hate and Santaloon. I think it's this one. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My vote is 6. My vote is 6 because I think Magical just did something like really, really cool. Like being able to take something this big with all these like just like paragraphs of words and just like doing all this stuff and making it like a crazy like chiptune kind of like beat with it. I think this one's my favorite. If I had to pick one, again, a lot of good ones in here, but my vote will be 6. So I'm going to put 6. There were a couple of other numbers. I saw 6, 5, 4, 4. I saw another 4. 6, 5, 4, 4, 4. Wait, but 4 or 9. I got people. Wait, 4 or 9. The ending of Hate is what pushes it to me. 9 if we can't vote ourselves, and 4 if we can. I say no, you can't vote yourself, so 9. Okay. I love Hate. So we have a 10, 5. Oh boy. How do I do this? Let's see. give me a moment, chat. Hold on. 10, 5, 7, 3, 9, 1, 6. There's quite a lot. 4. There's a 1. 1 here. This'll be better in the future, I promise. 6, 5. That's the first. Oh no. There's another 5 here. 5. We have 4, 4. 6, 4, 9, and that's it. I think that's it. I think that are currently all the votes in the chat. In the chat. Oh my god, I'm reading chat and I don't know. My brain's all over the place. So it looks like the winner is number 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Izumi's Wallace song. You should be an accountant. Chat count. If there were the 4s have. If there were 5 4s, that's even better. Izumi Miyamura, number 4. Wallace and Water, congratulations. The chat has voted you to be the winner of today's live stream. Oh, why am I small? I meant to be here. Round of applause. Round of applause for Izumi. Round of applause, everyone. Very, very nice. Congratulations, Izumi. Yes, congratulations. Big W. Way to go, Izumi. Very, very nice. Dun, 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 dun. What if I... Turn this off right here. But I'll let this play out as I'm kind of chatting with you guys here. But thank you guys for tuning in. I had so much fun. I enjoyed listening to you guys' songs. And I want to do this again. I want to do this more. I would like to do this as like a monthly thing, right? And I don't know when the next one is going to be, but I'm thinking that it might be better if it was like at the end of the month. So maybe this first time around, like here, I'll switch back to. Check, check, 1, 2. There we go. There we go. I muted myself by accident. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking that what we'll do is well, first off, I'll say, we said congrats to Izumi. I'm going to screen cap take a screenshot of your thumbnail, and you're going to be featured on today's live stream. That is your prize. You'll be featured there. And yeah. The mic. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to fix something there. So what I'm thinking I'll do is probably like start the like, I don't know if it should be in the middle of the month or at the end of the month. If I make this like a monthly thing, then it could be cool to like start these like at the beginning of the month and then have it have the actual presentation at the end of the month. That could be something that we do. I know we kind of just randomly did this today, like on the third week of June, right? But that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not sure if this should be like an every other week kind of thing, or if this should be like a monthly thing. I don't know how long we should give people to make songs. Any thoughts? Any like, what did you like about the stream? Was there anything that you didn't like about the stream? Was there anything that you think we could try or be different? If there's any like sort of feedback, feel free to let me know. Do you like a monthly thing, or do you like an every other week kind of thing? Monthly is probably going to be better, I'm thinking, just because like it'll give people time, and I do a lot of things too, so it might be easier for me to like host as a monthly thing for now, but we'll see. Yeah, monthly should be good. I vote for bi-weekly if you have time personally, but monthly might make more viable. Yeah, monthly sounds better. Monthly is better. Yeah, so I'm probably thinking that as well. I guess I don't know when the next one will technically be. If we do monthly, I guess the ideal date then would be like end of July, like either like the 31st or maybe the 29th, like somewhere around like end of July, like last week of July. So this might be the quote-unquote only time where you'll get like an extra week of being able to make music for it, right? So you have like a little bit more than a month to do to create a song and then upload it onto YouTube or whatever, right? But yeah. Turkey Pear says, I think we the song should play first, then we look at the description and other stuff. Okay, so you think we should just like listen to the song purely first, don't look at the details of it, maybe just like the title and obviously the name of the person, right? Like the user, but not look at the description at all. I'll think about that, because my thought was that like, to me, it would be good to know like what words they're using going into the song, right? Knowing the context, especially if I don't know the like the thing that they're making a song out of. Like if it's a gym leader, I'm familiar with Pokemon, but I wasn't familiar with like Hate AM's monologue. I wasn't quite sure like what that was, right? So I wouldn't know like the context of it. So I feel like knowing the context is better personally, but yeah, I'm not sure. I could potentially be swayed the other way if everyone's like, no, we must listen to the song first with other details. But I thought it was kind of cool to like look at the details first and kind of see what the description says in the comments and whatever before we, hop right into the song. It's fun listening to music and hearing your thoughts, analysis, and feedback of each song. Nice, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I really wanted to kind of give just sort of my personal insight, what I liked about the song, what I think could be like different, what I think could be like any changes to it if I felt like it needed any changes. But yeah, I'm glad you guys like to hear like my insight on all of it. The year's going by very quick for me. Me too, honestly. I can't believe it's like almost the end of June at this point. Sean Dolan says, what is your favorite instrument to use when making your songs? That's tricky because I make such a variety of different songs. But I mean, I find myself using pianos, guitars, flutes, shamisen if like we end up going a Japanese route. I imagine an instrument that is probably the most consistent is probably like piano or synths and stuff. But I'm gonna say flute. I'm gonna say flute though, because I think I use flute a lot, and I've been kind of jamming out a lot with like flute instruments in my music, whether it's like Cascade with Misties or all the Japanese inspired ones like Koga and Erika often have like flutes. So I'll say at the time being flute would be my vote for like favorite instrument to use. I like both ideas of going in blind and forming initial thoughts before making new thoughts with extra information, but I'm also a fan of reading the information first. Yeah, it could go either way for me, right? I could do either one. You're probably too tired to show off my commission before stream ends. Yeah, I think I'm a little musiced out at the moment. I also have to I have something happening in a little bit that I need to like prepare for. So yeah, I probably won't be able to show off the commission on stream at this point, Char, but I'll try to send you something tonight because I think I'm pretty much close to finishing it. I try to expect something from me tonight. I got you. To that point, if you liked this stream and you were like, damn, I wish I could make music for my project, but I am not a musician. Hey, I know a person who could, you could do commissions for, I do commissions for people. So if you want to hire me to make music for a project or a game or an OC of yours, I can do it. I do the things. There are people in the chat who can vouch for me. I will put this in the chat. I'll put this tally form in the chat in case you are interested in wanting to commission me for my for making music for your stuff. Gonna commission you to make my submission for next music contest. Wait. Can you commission me and then use that song in next month's music contest? I mean, everybody has a price, Jesse says. Huh. Interesting loophole there. I guess I wouldn't be opposed to that, question mark. I'll have to think about that one. That's pretty funny, though. I like that. Like, oh, I want to commission this to submit to your next music request. Hey, at the end of the day, people vote, right? So people were just like, no, I'm just not going to vote for the John ones. This is a community-based thing, right? It's still within the power of the chat to make the votes. So I guess that wouldn't be two out of the question. It's not like I'm the final vote. At least as of now, I'm not the final vote. It's up to chat. So that's some poutine level vote rigging, right? Well, anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you hanging out and watching or listening to these songs with me. I enjoyed it. Congratulations to everyone who submitted and made awesome music. Like that's what I want to promote. I want people to create stuff. We don't like Gen AI here. We do not like generative AI. Love hearing that people can create these songs and find a place to share their music with, you know. So look forward to a monthly stream where we do something like this. I'm gonna make a YouTube post about this too, announcing the winner and also opening questions to critiques and stuff. If people want to put ideas for these kind of streams, I'll make a YouTube post about it. And yeah, I'm hungry, but I also have a meeting soon, but I have a lot of things to do. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you all probably Monday. I don't have my phone on me. I think Monday is probably going to be the next stream. I will probably be making a battle theme, an Elite Four battle theme for Bruno. I think that's going to be the next one, probably around 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's probably what I'll be aiming for. So no stream at all this weekend, but Monday, 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure which one, you know, somewhere around there. That's when you can expect to see me on next. So have a good day. Have a good weekend, everyone. And I'll see you all on Monday. Have a good one. Goodbye. So long, farewell, until next time. Later, guys.